churned butter for creamy taste. Perfect on my canapes.
It's so Muller-licious. Lose the toppings. Soup by itself.
Hey!
New Muller Spreadable. Muller, official spreadable of British athletics.
Available
Contribution on a 0% APR representative finance deal. But hurry, the offer ends soon.
See, I'm worriing my headphones fell out in here or something.
Available on new cash and Jeep pencil models for retail customers only. Offer excludes Vizia. Nissan Finance subject to status.
Easy for you to say.
Participating deals. Offer ends 1st of July 2018. Based on sales figures 1st of January 2010 to 31st of December 2017. T's and C's apply at nissan.co.uk.
No thanks to Alan, thank you.
Okay, keep your hair on. Right, engaging airlock. Now, where is it? This one?
Do you want him to hold off for the first half hour?
No, let's mix it up a bit. I've not got as much. If people call, if it's going well, people can wait a bit. But let's.
All right.
Get Vodafone.
Vodafone guarantee your home broadband speeds.
Far have I travelled, much have I seen.
Minimum 6 speed from your local exchange and your router, or claim money off your next bill. New upgrading fibre customers only. For full details and terms, visit vodafone.co.uk/broadband.
Greetings, Earthlings. We come in peace. We wish to communicate with your leader.
I'm Howard Hughes. Join me this Sunday night from 10 for a trip into the outer
What?
limits.
That camera.
Don't twist the lid.
It's always there.
talkRADIO specimen jar of the Sega.
Yeah, that camera's always there.
Simply unexplained. The Unexplained with Howard Hughes. Sunday night
What's
from
that
10.
there for?
Earth time.
I don't have to be.
talkRADIO.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
Talk Radio on the Hour News headlines.
Good evening, I'm James Nish. It's been a day of remembrance for the survivors of the Grenfell Tower
I am.
fire. Former residents and close friends of the 72 people who died placed white roses at the foot of the building to mark the first anniversary. Avondale Park Primary School lost a dozen pupils, staff and people who had a
Sandra
connection
Bra.
to it, while
If you're
these
watching Love Island,
students still
the
find
Cockney kids,
themselves
Jack and
without
Danny, realise their classic
accommodation.
slang and why we wrote.
We're doing okay. We're all trying to find a house to live in. We just keep moving forward, but
The Queen and Duchess of Sussex have been on their
That's how
first
I-
joint engagement in Cheshire. The pair officially opened the new Mersey Gateway Bridge. Three teenagers have been arrested on suspicion of murdering a 15-year-old in Wolverhampton. Keelan Wilson was stabbed just over 2 weeks ago. Detectives say they're continuing to work on a number of leads. Gay rights campaigner Peter Tatchel's been released after being arrested in Moscow. He was detained while holding up a poster criticising the Russian president.
Good lad.
Officers say he was staging an illegal one-man demonstration and is now facing 2 charges. The activist explained to Talk Radio why he did it.
To ensure that President Putin does not win an unchallenged PR coup with the World Cup. He needs to be called out about human rights abuses in Russia and Syria, but in particular
He's an actual
about
hero, isn't he?
the
Yeah.
intense persecution of lesbian, gay, bisexual and transgender people in Chechnya.
And Royal Mail says it won't allow flags to be flown from its vehicles during the World Cup. The postal firm says they can block the driver's view and could create a hazard if they blow off.
I'm still in love. Fucking headphones. Because James keeps taking them out. He's fucked. Oh, who's that singing? It's Denny Lane. He's coming on the show tomorrow. It's Denny. That's the Moody Blues. Denny Lane was the original singer with the Moody Blues before they went all posh. Denny Lane will be on the show tomorrow at 10 o'clock talking Moody Blues, talking Paul McCartney and Wings, and talking about being in a band with the most nuts drummer in the world, Ginger Baker, ladies and gentlemen. Denny Lane will be on this show tomorrow night at 10 o'clock. Good evening, this is the Late Night Alternative, weeknights from 10. My name is Iain Lee. I ate a pig's vagina. Catherine Boyle is here. She has... Don't!
Never eaten a pig's vagina.
That was exactly what I was going to say. It wasn't what I was going to say.
I know what you were going to say. Best you don't.
Say it. You say it if you think you know what I was going to say. Say it. Judge me. Say it.
You were going to say something about mine.
I was going to do no such. I was going to say yes.
Yeah.
I was going to say I've eaten it. She has pigs. Right. So tonight's show, there's very little in the papers. Sorry. Come on. What? But I didn't say it.
No, I know you're growing. in a certain regard.
Okay, now already we've gone straight below the belt. So let's crack on with tonight's show. Crack on. 03444991000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. You'd be very welcome to. Now, as you know, my life is in turmoil and it's in free fall, and I'm going to be moving soon. I moved out of the marital home a couple of years ago, and I've been living in a room and in misery. But then maybe 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks' time, I'm going to be in a nice house miles from anywhere. And but because of that, I've been packing. I haven't got much to pack. I've got a few. Basically, I've got books, records, and CDs. Boxes of books, records, and CDs. Okay, and I forgot that I'd found 2 books last week. You right?
Yes.
Okay, I'd found 2 books last week that I thought we might get something out of.
All right.
For the show. Right. First book is Celebrities' Favourite Pets.
Oh.
Yeah, this is an interesting read. This is a really interesting read. So, here we go. We're going to play Guess the Celebrity, right? I'm going to read about... It's someone reading about their favourite pet. Let me find someone that you... Okay, here we go. My whole family are animal lovers, and we've all had various pets over the years, especially cats and dogs. My favourite would have to be my little Maltese terrier, Scraffy. He is so funny and such a character. It's amazing how a pet can enhance your life. They really do become one of the family. He even sleeps on the bed. You buzz in when you think you know it, guys. I didn't realise just how much joy he would bring to the house when I bought him for my daughter Louise's 10th birthday. If anyone wakes up a bit grumpy in the morning, you can guarantee it won't be long before he brings a smile to their face, especially when he's playing with his favourite fluffy toy or starts racing round the garden, barking at the planes flying overhead. He thinks he's chasing them off. He really is the best dog in the world.
Aww.
And he really liked it when I played the sexy waitress in Hello Hello.
Oh, Vicky Michelle.
Well done. You got that one absolutely spot on.
How on earth am I supposed to guess?
Okay.
Unless you do the voices. Do the voices.
Okay,
and then we've got
okay.
half a chance, haven't we?
Okay. All right, okay. I'll do the voices. Say hello to Frankie. Having been looked after by my dog Plum. This is actually quite a good impression. A cross Labrador Spaniel for many years. Actually, I don't know if it is this guy. Anyway, carry on. I simply couldn't bear the thought of having a new owner after she died.
Is it me?
No.
Okay.
And then along came Frankie. Albeit that he belongs to my daughter, he, along with my son's Labradoodle, Jeffrey... Jeffrey! The Labradoodle's called Jeffrey! Has brought the laughter lines back into my face. I think I've got the right guy. That's Kevin Woodford, the celebrity chef. I'm thinking of Kevin Turner.
Brian Turner.
Yeah, I'm thinking of Brian Turner. I was doing Brian
Nothing
Turner.
like flipping heck. How are we supposed to get these?
All right, okay. In the course of 6 decades, I've had...
Wickham.
Yes!
My turn.
Hang on, let me do one more. My favourite pet is my lazy black cat called Velvet. I got her... Yes, me! I'm in it!
Oh, that's why you kept it. I was going to say, why on earth are you keeping this on?
I'm in Shut up, man. I'm in Celebrities' Favourite Pets. Don't just brush past my page. Read it. You get to... This is me. You get to read a little bit about me. Celebrities' Favourite Pets.
Oh, dear.
Do it in my voice, though.
Milk.
Lemonade round the corner, chocolate's made.
My favourite pet.
Right.
Who's that?
I'm Zippy or something. My favourite pet.
Like Janet Street Porter. My favourite pet.
No.
What?
That is not even... That's offensive. That's racially offensive. You are treading a very fine line between satire and racialism.
All right, hang on. Let's think. Yes, I'll eat the pig's vagina. Yes, I'll eat the pig's vagina.
That's
right.
better.
My favourite pet is my lazy black cat called Velvet. I only told you to blow the bloody doors up.
No, you tell me it's Tommy Cooper. What is this?
I got her about 8 years ago from a pub that was getting rid of her
That's
because she
better.
was being bullied by another cat there.
Yeah.
Guinness.
Guinness, yeah, it's a true story. Sorry? Why are you not... I
Did you
share?
have to write this out? Did you do a picture?
They didn't put a picture of her in the book.
Oh.
Didn't put a picture.
Did
but
they
yeah,
not ask you to do a drawing?
there's pictures of all
About
the other
my
pets.
pet.
Right. Okay.
Well, when I got her, I was told she was a quiet, timid little thing that barely squeaked, hardly sat on laps, and certainly wouldn't want to go out.
Yeah.
For a while, that was true.
Yeah. I see.
She spent the first 6 weeks hiding behind the sofa, only venturing out when I'd gone to bed.
Yeah.
After a few weeks, I would sometimes glance down and see her nuzzling my nipples,
Oh.
chewing on them, in a rather offensive style.
I nearly sent you a picture last week of her biting my nipples. I was in
You have
bed.
to put a lot of catnip on them.
No, you don't. You just she gets horny for my nipples, and she was sniffing my nipples, but she didn't bite. And I thought sending a picture of her sniffing a nipple is a bit weird. Sending a picture of my nipple to you anyway.
Nitpicks.
That would be a little bit. That would be a little bit weird. I don't know in the Me Too decade.
Yeah.
I don't know if a male boss sending a picture of
Denny's
his
never sent me any pictures.
nipples to his female underservants.
What?
I don't know if that's sexually aggressive or not. I just
put it
don't
on
know,
Twitter
guys.
If you ever did that.
Can someone write a pamphlet on what parts of my body I can send pictures of to female colleagues and young beautiful male colleagues, please?
Now, this 10-year-old lady is a cocky little so-and-so.
10
That's
years-
an odd sentence.
Which is that odd? She
10-year-old lady.
Yeah, well, in human years she's 10 years old. In
don't
cat
make it
years
quick.
in cat years she's about 45.
She's the
there.
boss and gets what she wants. As much nipple as she can get.
Right,
Well, her most endearing quality is she comes and gets me and my wife when she thinks it's bedtime.
Yeah.
At around 10 p.m.
Oh, she used to do that, yeah.
She comes into the living room and starts getting in everyone's way,
Yeah.
jumping on and off the sofa,
Before we had kids.
sitting so he can't see the TV, and generally being a nuisance.
Yeah, that's true. It's velvet.
Anytime one of us stands up, she starts heading towards the bedroom as if to say, "Come on, you lot, I'm tired. It's nipple time."
No, please don't. Right, okay, all right. Well, let's go back to your thing. She's 10 years old there. Now at least she's
Cat years though, eh?
Now she's at 18, and it's perfectly acceptable for an 18-year-old to be suckling on my breasts.
Oh my God. She also doesn't like waiting for breakfast. No, she's had enough. And used to wake us up every morning at 5 a.m. to be fed.
Yes!
At the breast.
Yes!
She would do this by first jumping around the bed, then knocking stuff off the bedside tables, and if this didn't work, she would sit on my face.
Did I write that?
No.
Oh, there you just...
Sit on my wife's chest and start tapping her face. That's
Yeah.
quite violent, actually. You should have
Right,
run that in.
I'm not actually...
She now gets breakfast from an automatic feeder. Oh, lazy.
Yeah, yeah, I
As
did.
this Wallace and Gromit,
Yeah.
allowing us to sleep a little longer.
Yeah.
She's not a great mouser. She doesn't need him, does she? She's getting fed enough. I've seen her just batting one back and forth.
Yeah.
But she did go through a thing of bringing us gifts. I once caught her coming through the cat flap looking very good.
This is a true... Have I told you this story? This is a great story. This is a great story.
When I asked her what she was up to,
Yeah.
she slowly lowered her head to the
She
floor.
went like this. She went like this. So you went...
Lowered her head to the floor and opened her mouth to allow a baby frog to hop out.
Yeah.
I spent the next 20 minutes trying to catch the bloody thing in a saucepan.
I had a saucepan. We had a long hallway, and I was chasing it. Every time I went to cover it with a saucepan, the frog jumped.
Velvet's great company.
Yeah,
Knows
she
when
is.
I'm depressed or sad.
Yeah, we go.
And always comes along just at the right moment.
Can't take the
to
mickey
cheer
now
you
because we're
up.
talking about mental health. Before it was fashionable, guys. I was doing it first.
As I type this,
Yes.
she is.
Don't. She's milking me dry. Don't. I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you. That's obviously what works for
No,
you.
I don't know. Maybe this is the edited version. She sat behind me on the sofa, fast asleep, looking adorable. The best cat in the world.
We've had another Spanish email. I'm just going to read it, and maybe you can translate it. Hola, me gustara mucho saber me sobre este como la vagina de los cerdos, amante de España. What does that mean? There's some letters missing, you see.
Yeah. I would like to know more about eating pigs' vaginas from the
Okay.
Spanish lover.
Okay. Okay, here's one. There you go. I'm from Scotland. My pet! What a pet! What a weekend! What a way to lose the pet and your friends too! Mum and Dad said, yes, of course you can have the school pet hamster Hammy home for the weekend. It'll also let us see how responsible ye are.
Is it Cracker?
Maybe we'll get you one of your own. Friday, 4:45. Home from school with the class favourite. 4:55.
Is it Gail Porter?
Wouldn't it be great? Getting closer. Wouldn't it be great to let the little fella out the cage? Door, straight into the kitchen, behind the cupboards. I'm from Scotland. Couldn't be found until Sunday night. Scotland. He came out unhurt but hungry. Yippee! Monday morning. Panic over. Hammy's in his cage.
John Leslie.
I'm from Scotland. I'm a wee lassie from Kilmarnock. It's a bloke, actually.
All right.
Run to the car. Dad's waiting. And yes, I trip. Cage falls. Door opens. Hammy is free forever.
Frankie Boyle.
Getting closer.
Oh.
Hammy, if you read this, please come back. I promise I'll take good care of you this time. My name is Ross King. Ross King, the Scottish television guy. I used to present 8:15 from Manchester, and now I live in America.
Now he's got a new face and teeth.
And
wife.
Okay, I'll do.
And hair.
All right, I'll do one more. Let's find a good one. Here we go. My favourite pet is called Hottie.
Roger Moore? Havers.
Yes, it's Havers! We drove past Havers the
I
other
didn't see
day.
him.
We drove past. He was limping. If anyone knows why Nigel Havers is limping. Oh! I did not know this!
Stringy.
I'm also from Scotland. I love my crazy black dog, Major. He was mad. An angry dog. Always on the lookout for victims like pigeons or cats.
Is it Billy Connolly?
It's a lady.
Oh.
Our backyards were a scare. I'll put in some.
Oh, I know. Selena Scott.
I'm going to put in some of the. They've obviously taken some words out. I love my crazy black effing dog, Major. He was effing mad. An angry effing dog, always on the lookout for victims like pigeons or effing cats.
Mrs. Brown.
She's been on the show. Our backyards were an effing square set of 20 blocks of effing flats. With open closes that led through to the front streets.
Effing.
All the individual closes had effing penned off backyards, you bastards.
No, I don't know who it is.
Which was segregated by green painted railings. Trump is a twat.
Oh.
Jenny Godley, yeah. Jenny Godley.
Gosh.
Here we go. Last one. Many years ago, we had two cats.
Morrissey.
Close.
I'm not impressed with you.
Actually, very close. Both wordsmiths. Many years ago, we had two cats, Oscar and Thornton. Oscar was wild, Thornton was worse. Oscar ate Spot, our children's beautiful pet goldfish. I thought he was gay. This guy I'm doing.
Oh.
And at the memorial service, we couldn't have a funeral. There were no mortal remains. Oscar scoffed the lot. I recited the poem, now officially the shortest poem in English literature. It is called Ode to a Late Lamented Goldfish. The title is longer than the poem. Read it slowly. It rhymes. It is a traditional poem, and now I am proud to say regarded as a bit of a classic. Here it is. Ode to a Late Lamented Goldfish.
Oh, my God.
Oh, wet pet. That's actually a really, really good impression of Giles Brandreth.
Well, I didn't like to say
yeah.
it because you said you thought he was gay. I don't want to cast any aspersions.
Well, I always thought he was. Well, there we go. That's celebrities' favourite pets. This is the late night alternative on Talk Radio.
Talk Radio. 24-hour radio debate and entertainment.
Talk Radio.
We'll get you talking.
If I won the lotto this Saturday, I'd have to treat my mum.
That's a load of
Because
rubbish.
my mum's always been there for me, no matter
I
what
went
I go.
and
Anything
on
bad,
the
she's always
strength
there.
of this,
Anything good, she's always
I
there.
went-
It's unconditional. As soon as I tell her, she'd just be like, Joe, she'd be screaming my name and she'd be crying.
I went
and she'd give me a
to-
big hug
this
as
is
well.
for the
I've heard,
PDSA,
like, girls call me
yeah.
mummy's boy,
I
boys
went
call
to,
me
like, the
mummy's boy,
cat-
but I did win the lottery.
I think I went to like the
I
Cat
love my mum,
Awards
yeah, of course I do.
of the year, and I handed out
Who wins
prize.
if you win? Rules and procedures apply. Players must be 16 or over.
Lady from
Connor,
BBC,
that was quite a shift. Yeah, you know,
Sarah
credit to the
Jane
team. Any
So
assists?
James,
Well.
yep.
Yeah, like with the new
And
Sony
the old-
XF87
the old
TV
prostitute
with an
from Birds of a
exceptionally
Feather.
realistic picture. Just
Yeah.
1199 for
We handed
55
out-
inch. In fact,
Yeah.
buy any 55
We
inch plus
handed out-
TV this summer.
we
There's a
handed
1 in
out
20
prizes.
chance to get your
She's
money
a
back.
prostitute, isn't
At Curry's PC
Oh, I
World,
think
we
she
help you
is.
get it right.
I
16
think that's
plus
the
excludes
subtext,
Northern
is that she's
Ireland. Ends
turning
26th
tricks.
to 6th. Register 32 to 42 days after
It's not
purchase. Full
overtly
terms at
mentioned.
currys.co.uk/free TV.
Hello, sir. So you're interested in our Vivaro van with up to
4 years warranty.
Exactly. Plus up to
4 years servicing.
Guess
right
this one.
again. And 4 years.
My favourite
0%
pets are my
APR
budgie
finance
pals.
with
I can
Vauxhall
teach
Help to
shows
Buy.
throughout the country and
Really?
keep my
Search
competitive
Vauxhall
instant
Vivaro.
drive. I want to
Vauxhall,
ever keep
British
my pets
brand
as
since
I think that birds are
1903.
wonderful.
Conditions
I don't
on
think you're
sale.
trying
4
to do
years,
a voice.
0%
I don't know
APR.
what it
Minimum
sounds like.
18%
And there were so
deposit
many
plus
different
VAT
colours
at
to look
20%
at now,
on
whereas
total
the
price.
original colour
Financed by
was
Vauxhall
just
Finance,
green.
subject to status. 18 plus. Business users only. T's and C's, mileage limitations and exclusions apply.
To
Who
the
is it?
McCulloch man, his McCulloch
That's not Jeff
lawnmower
Cakes'
is
voice.
like the
What's it called?
finest footballers
Oh, Jeff
across
Cakes.
Europe coming together to get the job done. And the morning challenge of the tough, unruly grass facing him, that's like the local pub team. Pathetic.
When you get the feeling that that
He'll
photo
cut
is
them
not
down to
about the
size
dog.
long before the midday kickoff. Game over. Get your McCulloch lawnmower and other garden power tools
Oh, look
at
at
good
that, look at
DIY
that one.
stores nationwide or at McCulloch.com. McCulloch.
I didn't put a picture of me and
the power
Melvin.
to get the job done. Forget history. Forget the years of hurt. Forget the red cards. Forget the missed handballs. Forget the brilliance. Forget being an underdog. Forget every game that has gone before. Because all that matters is now.
He's getting his eye in for the summer.
The 2018 FIFA World Cup on ITV. Experience the unconventional, the unpredictable, and the completely unorthodox.
Exactly.
With rule-free Iain Lee. The late-night alternative with Iain Lee
I've got no internet for the last 4 days.
on talkRADIO.
This really is a great book, Celebrities' Favourite Pets. It's from 8 years ago. I'm in it. They didn't put a picture of my cat.
No, they put a picture of one of Jeff Cape's budgies in.
They
Not
did.
even a name, just one of his budgies. That's what it says underneath.
I don't know a lot of these people. I don't know who Amy Webber is.
It's as if they just asked anyone who had a cat.
Well, Jeremy Wade, travel fishing writer and television presenter.
Good name for that, Wade.
Lauren Vaknine. Right. I'm sure these are all great human beings. I'm just saying I don't know their names. Jane Tonks. Tonks.
Oh, I've heard of that. Who's that?
Jane Tonks. Don't know.
Television presenter.
Hayley Tamadon.
I think she used to be in
Oh, here we go. Here's
Coronation
one.
Street.
Here's one. Got to listen to my dry mouth. I've been a cat man for as long as I can remember.
Oh, I don't like that noise.
They've all been moggies. Big, fat and spoiled. They have lived a life of feline luxury because when it comes to cats, I'm a pathetically soft touch. I'm also one of the most boring radio presenters in the world. It's John Stapleton. John Stapleton.
Yes,
there's
gosh,
John.
that was a bit too exciting to be John Stapleton.
0344 499 1000. Here he. Oh, it's Dan.
I was gutted last night, mate.
Dan, you're 23 hours late. You were going to be on with Barry from Watford, and you bottled it.
Well, no, the phone bottled it, actually. You blame that one on Steve Jobs or Tim Cook, because it was like I thought, I've got enough, but it obviously just put out.
You blew it, mate. Barry, but the real Barry called in.
I know, because the thing is, I had it on my iPad as well, so I obviously watched the stream.
Blah, blah, blah. All I'm hearing is excuses.
Yes, mate. You've balls this right up, sunshine.
Oh, well, how can I make it up to you?
Do a different voice.
Well, no.
Go on, you pick them.
Do Catherine.
Oh, I can't do Catherine.
Do Ian.
Yeah, do me, Dan.
Well, the thing is, I don't know if you remember the first time I called in, or when I discovered the show, I called in and I said that you sounded like, or you remind, especially on the phone, you sound like Johnny Vaughan, but obviously now watching it, you don't. But you were very much like, I can't really do it. Ian's really sort of, I don't know.
Boring, isn't it?
Right, you keep out of this. What am I, Dan? Bland? Is that what we're aiming for?
No, you're just very, oh, yes, so, right, we've got this in the show, but then that just sounds like Boris Johnson.
Talking to that idiot. 0344 499 1000. Then I found this other book. Right, anthropology. And I'd forgotten about this book. And look, my kids are drawn in it. That's early drawing. Right? And it's, if I remember this correctly, so you need to count, okay? It's 100 stories, and they're all 100 words long.
Oh, God, really?
Yeah. Sorry?
What a faff.
Sorry? What, someone's tried something a little bit creative and
yeah,
artistic?
But then put maths on it.
Who's they put maths on it? They've just set themselves a very strict set of rules to adhere to in the pursuit of their art. So, all right, hang on a second. So
they made themselves a little box.
Yeah, okay, right. So the guy that painted the Mona Lisa, Van Damme, he painted on that canvas. What you're saying? You should have gone over the edges. Of course he couldn't. Of course he couldn't. Very small, the Mona Lisa. It really is one of the most disappointing and rubbish. Isn't
Dull.
It? It's rubbish.
You could have put a bit more bright colours on it.
You're allowed to take flash photos of it now. You weren't the first time I saw it. You are now. Who wants to take a picture of it? Go and buy the postcard if you want it. It's rubbish.
Or don't. Everyone knows what it looks
But
like.
he imposed a strict set of guidelines on himself in that he was in like a little rectangle. So this is just like Van Damme's rectangle. Pick a page, any page.
Again, more maths. 25.
Okay, I'll look at the page I'm on.
Oh.
This one's called Crying. My girlfriend left me. So count the words.
Wait.
Okay. My girlfriend left me.
Stop. Is girlfriend 2 words or
Oh, for crying out loud. Are you that dumb? You're a mother. And I'm assuming you've been a girlfriend, yet you didn't know what you were?
4.
I don't know how to spell granddad. Is it granddad or grandad?
See, not so clever now, are you?
Well, it's different. My girlfriend left me, and I started crying in my sleep. My nightly...
Stop! 11.
Right. That's right.
No, this is going to be too boring.
Let me read the story and count the words silently in your head.
Okay.
I tell you what we need. This is what we need. We need 10 callers to count 10 words each. That's what we need. So, guys, and the phones are a little bit quiet tonight. A little bit quiet. But we need 10 callers to count 10 words each.
It's like really boring Sesame Street.
Yeah, it's not boring actually, Catherine. It's opening up people's minds to different possibilities. So what we need is right. Hang on a second, Zach.
Hello.
You can count to 10, can't you?
Yeah, I think so.
Right. I'm gonna read some words, and when I get to 10, you've got to shout stop. Okay? Because this is just your audition. Okay?
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
My girlfriend left me, and I started crying in my sleep. My nightly lament became. So you became 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That was 14!
Sorry.
You absolute pudding! That was 4 too many! Right. Okay, well, maybe you're not cut out for the word counting game. What can we do for you this evening, Zach?
Well, I wanted to talk a little bit about Thorpe Park.
About who?
About Thorpe Park.
Oh, Thorpe Park. Oh, do you know what? I haven't been to Thorpe Park. Thorpe Park used to be an historical place. It used to be all historical. And I drove past it the other day. I thought, maybe I'll take the boys there. And then I just remembered queues. And I thought, I'm never going to do it. Never going to do it. Unless I take them out of school one day, which you're not allowed to do. But I'm not going to take them in holiday time. Anyway, you tell me your adventures at Thorpe Park. A world of adventures, I believe, Zach.
Well, I'm 14, so I'm a bit cheeky, so I don't really queue that much sometimes.
Hang on a minute. Wait, hang on a minute. 14-year-olds are excluded from queuing.
No. I'm just quite cheeky, so I can get my way out of stuff.
Right. So what? You push in?
No. I don't push in. I get fast tracks by complaining.
What?
I get fast tracks by complaining.
To whom about what? This is outrageous. This is broken Britain. I know there's a lot of talk about gun crime and knife crime amongst the youth, but in many ways this is just as bad. Go on. That's a joke, by the way, before everyone complains.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Go on, Zach. So you complain and you moan and you get let in sooner rather than later.
Yeah,
I love it.
Basically, yeah.
I love your style. I love your style.
Yeah. But, like, I like just kind of following stuff.
Okay.
So there's a mystery going on called Project Zero.
Yes.
That's all part.
Yes.
With videos being released on YouTube.
Okay.
And nobody knows what they're about, but it's just quite fun going
Can
around.
I tell you what it'll be about? It'll be about a new ride that they're going to announce.
Yeah, I know, but it's just going really, really dark.
Oh. It'll be about a scary ride that they're going to announce.
Yeah, but the thing is, some of the videos, if it's true, are a bit wrong.
In what way wrong?
Well, because the videos are of a mental asylum.
Ah! Speaking of wrong, I can't go into details because my friend might get rich on the back of this. But in the past month, a friend of mine's son was on the telly playing computer games, right? And the television company showed his son's like 9 or 10, right? The television company he's 12, showed his son's gamer tag, right?
Yeah.
Showed his gamer tag. And then for the few weeks after that, he's changed. I've told him how to change the settings. But for the few weeks after that, this 12-year-old, his son, was getting loads of friends requests and loads of messages, like, I'll phrase this carefully because I know you're young as well, but getting loads of messages from dirty old men, basically, saying inappropriate things that I would not want you to hear as a 14-year-old. Certainly wouldn't want a 12. I wouldn't want anybody to get sent that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but it happens. The world is as it is.
Hang on a minute. Does it happen to you, Zach?
What do you mean? Well, I have a YouTube channel, so you get the odd mean comment.
But right,
you do as well.
Do you? Well, yeah, I get mean comments. Mean is slightly different. Mean is flipping headphones. Mean is slightly different. But do you get? And again, I'm phrasing it carefully because you're young. But do you get like older men or older women saying not just being mean but being inappropriate? Do you know what I mean by that?
Yeah.
Saying stuff that an adult shouldn't say to anyone if they've got any decency, and they certainly shouldn't be saying to a person in their early teens. Do you get anything like that?
Not really, but
Okay.
you get it from people the same age.
Okay. Well, that's. I was going to say that's better. I stand by it. It's slightly better, but it's still inappropriate. And do your parents know that you have a YouTube channel? I think I've asked you this before.
Yeah. They like it. They like it as well.
Okay. All right. And they're cool with you getting messages, getting comments and stuff posted. They don't say, "Can you turn off the comments?"
But the fact is, if you block all your comments, then you're just being like, you post this a video that anybody else can see.
Yeah.
If you don't have comments enabled and you hide it, then you can just ignore them. If you get used to them, then.
Wow. Gosh, do you know what? That breaks my heart. A 14-year-old saying if you get used to abusive comments online, you get used to it. Here's the thing. I don't think you should have to get used to it. I mean, there are professional broadcasters and podcasters who disable the comments on YouTube because they know they'll get a lot of flack or whatever. But hearing you say, "Oh, you get used to it," I think that's a sad state of affairs, if you don't mind me saying so, Zach, that young people have to get used to it.
The YouTube algorithm is not very good.
What does that? I don't even know what that means.
It's supposed to stop stuff. So, for instance, if you're going live and somebody says drops the F-bomb or whatever, it's supposed to block it. But
no, there's ways around that. If you do it in you can spell this like the F word differently. There's ways around it. I know because I've done it.
Yeah.
But it's weird. I do. My kids are only 8 and 6, and I do worry about them. Sorry. What happened there?
Oh, I don't know. I was watching.
What the hell? Is that what I sound like? I worry about them. My youngest, my 6-year-old, was playing on his 3DS, and he said, "Oh, I've made a friend." Sorry, online. Beg your pardon. He's just playing Pokemon. I said, "Whoa, who's his friend?" He said, "Oh, it's someone called Nick." And I was like, right. But then both boys are aware, because their school talks to them about it. They both said, oh no, they can't talk to us. You just kind of meet within the game. And it's Nintendo, and Nintendo are really, really good at making things family friendly and really safe. You can't communicate on Nintendo unless you know the other person's 10-digit code or something. But both me and my wife had a moment of, sorry, who is this Nick? You know, and it is a stranger, but Nick doesn't know he's got playing with a stick. You don't know who these people are, and you can't communicate. But it does worry me. It does, and I was playing Overwatch today on the PlayStation, and I got talking to this German guy, and I thought he was like 22, 23. And I was messing around, pretending I'd never played it before, and getting all excited, going, "Oh, I can't believe it! They've got guns! This is really exciting, right?" And I got talking to this lad. It turns out he was 13. He was 13, and I felt really uncomfortable. We had a laugh, but then I don't know how. I don't actually think it's appropriate. Now I'm saying it out loud for a 45-year-old guy to be having a laugh with the 13. And so and actually now I've said that out loud, I feel a little bit uncomfortable myself. So I need to look into my online behaviour, because that's not appropriate. And I'd be really, I mean, he got his mum to come and listen to me getting all excited. Oh my God, I've never played this game before. But that is weird, actually. And now I've said it out online. I've said it out loud. I feel very, very uncomfortable about that. So I need to bear that in mind. But that is weird that 45-year-old men can start talking to 13-year-old boys. And my language was clean, and there was nothing inappropriate from me in that context. I was just messing around. But that's weird, actually. God, I've made myself feel really uncomfortable.
You never know. You
never know, Zach. Do you get at school like classes on online?
Like
online
online safety, and they have like police come in and tell us stories. And the stories the police tell you are the worst ones that there ever are, because they proper they go in detail as well, which is kind of a bit surprising. I remember one story in particular that was really in detail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I do wonder. All right, Zach, listen, nice to talk to you, man. Thank you very much, you little Q jumper. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Does it not? I don't want to get too heavy, guys. Does it not terrify you about your girls going online?
Yeah, so that's why I don't let them play anything where there's a chat thing.
Yeah, and
although they've been playing that Roblox thing, and there's a chat thing there if you're not.
There is, but isn't it predetermined messages? Like it's aren't they preset messages? You can't.
I'm not sure.
I think on Roblox it's preset. Hello, come and do this. I think it's.
I'm not sure. I think there is a chat thing of it, because my husband's got this alert on his phone that if anyone that says who they're talking to. So
on the front, really?
I think so. Yeah, because my eldest plays it and she talks. There's like 3 or 4 of her friends and they all play it together.
You can change the settings so she can only talk to her friends.
That's what we've done, yeah. Because when she first started out, she was saying, "Oh, they're just all talking, and I'm not joining in." Well,
right? Yeah. Well, she's at 9.
Yeah, she's coming up 10.
Oh yeah, flipping heck. We got the settings because the boys use the Xbox, so we got the settings on the Xbox because it was my old account, so I had to unfriend everybody, and their only friend online is their cousin Dylan, and I'm more than happy for those guys to chat, and quite often I'll go around there and they'll be chatting, and it's lovely, it's really nice. But I told you when their grandmother bought them a computer to having like their playroom. It's quite a slow PC thing. And I was like, right, well, I'll set up the online security on this just to make sure. And I was looking, I thought there would just be like a box that you would tick saying, this computer is being used by people under the age of 13. So here's a password thing and they can't go on to certain. So there's nothing like that.
Really?
There's nowhere in the menu to go, I'm a parent, this is a kid's computer, I want them just going on like CBeebies websites and history web. There's nothing like that. So you've got to download like a net nanny or something to stop. That's outrageous. I was there for ages going, there has to be a simple thing somewhere in the menu.
Surely that's
basic,
isn't it?
There has to be a simple thing in the menu where you say, I'm the parent, it's being used by kids, I'm password protecting it so they can't access inappropriate website. And There's nothing.
Incredible.
Right, okay, we're going off on tangents here. We need 10 people, or we need 5 people, or maybe we need 2 people, but we need some people to count the number of words in this story to make sure it's 100 words long. Okay, so if you can count, a little bit better than Zach. It was 4 out. That's a margin of error I'm not comfortable with. Then 0344 499 1000. This is the late night alternative with Ian and Kath on Talk Radio.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Around 90 seconds, and you're done. Seriously, that's how little time it takes to shave your head with the all-new Pitbull from Skull Shaver. No nicks, no cuts, no problem. You can shave your face or head, wet or dry. Pitbull from Skull Shaver just does the job. It's the perfect Father's Day gift too, or the perfect you gift. Whatever, save 10% right now. Go to skullshaver.com and use promo code radio.
Hello, sir. So you're interested in our Vivaro van with up to
4 years warranty?
Exactly. Plus up to
4 years servicing?
Right again. And 4 years? 0% APR finance with Vauxhall Help to Buy.
Really?
Search Vauxhall Vivaro. Vauxhall. British brand since 1903. Conditional sale. 4 years 0% APR. Minimum 18% deposit plus VAT at 20% on total price. Financed by Vauxhall Finance, subject to status. 18 plus. Business users only. T's and C's, mileage limitations and exclusions apply.
Cast your mind back and think. Were you ever contacted out of the blue for a pension review? Were you advised to move your work or personal pension into a SIP, self-invested personal pension?
Yes, I was.
You could be due thousands if you were missold. Money Redress are trusted claim specialists in pension and investment mis-selling. They'll manage the whole claim for you on a no payout, no fee basis, so you can't lose. Text WIN to 85077.
At Green Flag, we think the AA are great. They've won bucketfuls of awards. They'll give you unlimited call-outs when you get in a pickle. Pickle. And they cover 100% of the UK. Very good indeed. So why do we think that is so great? Because Green Flag do all of this too. And we'll have you AA renewal quote. Green Flag. Common sense to the rescue.
There may be a charge for call-outs with the same problem. Savings based on our closest equivalent UK vehicle cover for vehicles 10 years and under. T's and C's apply.
Connor, that was quite a shift.
Yeah, you know, credit to the
different
team.
Zach.
Any assists?
Yeah, like with the new Sony XF87 TV, with an exceptionally realistic picture. Just 1199 for the 55-inch. In fact, buy any 55-inch plus TV this summer, there's a 1 in 20 chance to get your money back. At Curry's PC World, we help you get it right.
16 plus, excludes Northern Ireland, ends 26th of 6th. Register 32 to 42 days after purchase. Full terms at currys.co.uk/free TV.
Afternoons with Jamie East on Talk Radio. Investigate the unlimited possibilities of speech radio and East World.
What is the best piece of gossip that you have ever heard at Salford Business School?
The radio show that questions the very nature of our reality. What makes us human? Why do we sin?
My goodness me, if these walls could talk.
Where can I get a pair of glasses like Jamie's for under a £5? East World with Jamie East.
It's a bit of a national favourite.
Tomorrow afternoon from 1 on Talk Radio.
The wild man of late night radio.
The late night alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
03444 499 1000 is the telephone number. It's another Zach. Good evening, other Zach.
Hello.
Hello, other Zach.
Hiya.
Why is there an echo? What is the echo?
Let me turn you off my Bluetooth.
There we go. There we go. I knew there was something, other Zach. Ha! Yeah, go on. What you got for us?
I don't know. What do you want?
I don't know. You call me, you pudding.
Well, I'll tell you what. I've been trying to get through for ages yet to tell you that when I was younger, I used to get up every morning to watch Rise, to watch you.
You weren't doing it to watch me. You were doing it because Kate Lawler was wearing short skirts and Zora Suleiman had massive boobs. I know, because I've had so many men who are now in their 20s telling me that's exactly why they watched it 15 years ago. I'm right, aren't I, Zach?
No.
I'm totally busting him. Dirty boy.
No, God honest truth. calories, but honestly, I don't know why, but I won't swear, I used to pee myself to you. I don't know whether you've got your humour, your sarcasm, honestly, unreal.
Okay, well, I am aware that whilst I was hosting that programme, along with two very attractive ladies in short, tight clothes, that there were lots of young men who were learning about their bodies, which is not a great thought, guys. It's really not a great
They call
thought.
it rise.
Hey!
Oh, mate.
Oh, Zach, can you count?
Yes.
Right, we're going to try. I want you to count. Tell me when I've said 10 words from this story, okay?
Yeah.
My girlfriend left me, and I started crying in my sleep. My nightly lament.
Whoa.
Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 again. What is it?
Is it the delay?
No, it's not. Right.
Do it again.
I'm going to do it again, right? And I want you to say stop, and then I want you to say that what the 10th word was.
Yeah.
Right. My girlfriend left me, and I started crying in my sleep.
Whoa. Crying.
No, I think it's my.
Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8 is crying. 10 is my. What is wrong with you? You should, instead of watching that crappy Big Breakfast clone, you should have been learning.
It's too fast. You need to slow it down.
Okay, right. My girlfriend left me, and I started crying in my sleep.
Well, I know the answer's my anyway.
Okay,
so...
well then you need to tell me when word 20 comes up.
You're on your own now, Zach.
But...
My nightly lament. Right, shut up. My girlfriend left me, and I started crying in my sleep. My nightly lament became so loud that my...
Loud.
No! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Right, this is a guessing game. There's no one's going to be able to do this.
It's not a guessing game. It's literally a counting thing. It's not a guessing game. I'm not asking you to guess. I'm asking you to... That's where you're going wrong, Zach. You're guessing when you could be counting.
No, it's roulette. This is about as easy as roulette.
No, it's not. Roulette is a game of chance, where you have a 1 in 37 chance of winning. So it's slightly different than that. But this is you've just got to count.
I'm being bullied by my childhood hero.
You're not being bullied. You're an idiot. You're being called out as an idiot.
All right, I'll give you that.
So how has life turned out for you, Zach?
It's had its ups and downs. At the minute, I'm riding a wave. So yeah.
Really? A good wave?
A good wave. Yeah. I've got my day job, but my music's taking off. I DJ and.
Here we go. When you say DJ, do you mean like Tony Blackburn or like John Dig the Weeds?
John Dig the Weed.
Yeah, we go. He was a house disc jockey, John Dig the Weeds. People would go and listen to him, and some of them may have, I don't know, be very happy. And he very happy because he was playing those records so fine. And that's taken. Well, when you say that's taken off, what does that mean?
Well, I've put a bit more effort into it recently. I've just been appointed as Wagamama UK's official DJ.
Shut the front door! Really?
Yeah, I've just done a little tour of the Midlands and up north, and all the restaurants have been doing vegan events, which I'm not vegan, but the food's nice, and I've been DJing in the restaurants at the events. And,
hang on a minute, I love Wagamamas. Can you get me a black card? Hey man, that is brilliant. So what? You go to the restaurants and you DJ while everyone's eating vegan stuff? Yeah,
they close half the restaurant off.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it's they pay for my hotel travel, and they give me a £250 card every time I do it. So at the minute, I've got like £1,000 worth of free food.
Are you doing it just for noodles, though?
Do you know what?
Good for you.
Don't turn down an opportunity.
Oh,
you're right,
mate. Honestly, I'm laughing because that is like the dream. Yeah, I mean, obviously cash would be great, but that is absolutely brilliant, man. You're getting out there and you're working it. Well done, Zach. That's brilliant.
You'll never be hungry again.
But this is in the weekday, and then obviously Friday and Saturday I've got my residency, which pays cash.
Okay.
And I've had some of my tracks played on, I won't say the other radio stations, but other radio stations.
You can say it. Heart FM.
History and one extra. and
Hang on a
stuff
minute.
like
Hang on a minute.
that.
When you say, okay, when you say you've had your tracks played, what
Yeah.
does that mean? Because you're a DJ, so you just play records, right? Or do you do like remixes?
Yeah, remixes. I've had. Oh God, you'd have to search on YouTube, but I've done a. Do you know One Direction? Niall Horan.
Yeah.
Yes.
He did a track called Slow Hands.
Yes.
I wanna love her with
No.
a slow
It's
hand.
a new one like that. There's a weird lyric in that. Slow hands. Was it like sweat dripping off my dirty laundry?
Something like that, yeah.
Filthy
now,
pig.
Now that track, I heard it and I thought that's amazing, and I looked everywhere for an a cappella, couldn't find one.
Yeah.
So I got a guitarist, got him to play some notes, stripped it all back, put a bit of a house/garage beat on it, and then I got Lauren Platt from the X Factor fame. She come in the finals to re-sing the vocals, put it together, got a little video of IB for.
Hang on a minute. Is this you?
Yeah, that's
Here we go.
me.
Let's
Yeah.
have a little listen. All right.
We should take this back to no. That's the acoustic version.
Oh, Zach. All right.
Type in DJ Z, Slow Hands.
DJ Z.
DJ Z.
DJ. That's a D and a J and a Z with. Right. Hang on a minute. Are you Z as in the letter Z or Z as in ZED?
Yeah. No, Z, the letter Z, Slow Hands, featuring Lauren Platt.
All right, mate. Calm down. Look at this video. Is this stock footage of these hot ladies, or did you go and film these hot ladies?
I'm going to tell the truth because you are my hero. It's stock footage.
Oh, that's okay. That's fine. So here we go. DJ Z, yeah. Yeah.
We should take this back to my place. That's what she said, back to my face. 'Cause I want you back. Yeah, I want you, baby. I've been thinking about it all day. And I hope you feel the same way. 'Cause I want you
So there's three comments. One says, nice one. The second one says, feeling this, banger. The third one says, what a banger! What a banger! It's a banger!
Hang on, it's going to drop now.
Here we go! Coming up! Here we go! Yeti! Oh, feeling it! Oh, God! Yes! Oh, the back of my neck is all over the shop! Oh, yeah! Oh, I had a flashback then, Zach. I got my 15 quid's worth again. Thank you, mate. Hey, I don't know what he's talking about. Hey, that's brilliant, man. You're living the dream. Congratulations. Well, I think as your childhood hero, you should give me 50% of your Wagamama's cards. Shouldn't he?
I think those noodles are hard earned.
I tell you what, I'm waiting for an email tomorrow. They're going to send the remainder across. I'll email you a code to talkRADIO. What is it? Iain Lee at talkRADIO?
No, I don't know how to access it. You don't, Zach. You don't have to do anything. You enjoy yourself, mate. You've earned that. Well done.
All right, brother.
Cheers, fella. Take care, man.
You too, mate.
Bye bye. What a nice guy. He was going to give me his Wagamama's
You're an
code.
idiot. We like them little squishy buns.
They
Mind
are,
you, we're
but-
trying to eat better, aren't we?
That's great, isn't it? Oh, that's absolutely great.
I'd
Good
love a
for
job
him.
where I got paid in noodles.
Oh, I totally would. That's a great gig. That's a lot of cash for that. Anyway, that song was terrible.
Oh, don't be
I'm joking. It was good. It's just not my cup of tea. Thank you, Zach. I enjoyed that. Well, the first hour is kind of coming to an end. I don't feel we've really touched on anything, have we? Can I read this story now?
Oh, God.
Count the words.
Go on.
It's called Crying, 100 words. I think does it explain...
Just start.
I just want to see if it explains the premise of the book in here. Right. My girlfriend left me, and I started crying in my sleep. My nightly... We need some music. Hang
Just
on.
make it end.
Oh. Oh!
I nearly did. These days, I'm going to have to dump you.
Sorry? Hang on. Hate to break it to you, Kath. We ain't going out. It's like I'm talking to John again from the other night. We ain't going out with each other. Wait, right, let me get some music.
Fanny.
There we go.
Whoa.
Off with his head. Fanny.
Okay, let me get some music. It's kind of romantic music. Here we go. Oh no, there we go. No, we don't want that. Here we go. Right.
Oh God.
My girlfriend left me, and I started crying in my sleep. My nightly lament became so loud that my neighbours called the police. The press found out, and people came to stand outside my house to hear me call her name and moan. Television crews arrived, and soon a search was on to find the object of my misery. They tracked her to her new boyfriend's house. I watched the coverage. People were saying they had expected her to be much more beautiful than she was, and that I should pull myself together and stop crying over such an ordinary girl.
Is it Ed Sheeran? 100.
That's good, isn't it? Do you not think that's good? Right, here we go. Let's do another one. Here we go.
It's just write a story until you've done 100 words, then stop.
Baby. My girlfriend's pregnancy lasted over 2 years.
What, they got back together?
It's a different song.
Oh, okay.
Maybe the doctor's right, I said. Maybe a baby isn't going to come. She wouldn't listen. She carried on buying nappies, teething rings, woolly hats and mittens, and little bits and pieces for the nursery. One afternoon, I came home to find her cradling a bundle in her arms. Look, she said, it's arrived. It's a boy, and it's got your eyes. Well done, I said. Congratulations. And congratulations to you too. After all, you don't become a father every day. I suppose not. But really, it's you that's done all the hard work. Do you not think that's funny? Quado.
Talk Radio. Digital debate for the UK.
I remember loving this. I've got this.
We'll get you talking.
2000. Oh, I know I loved it. I was
Question one, direct line. You're Harry the plumber.
Yeah.
A successful small businessman
That
like yourself.
first hour's all right, isn't it?
Meet Lars and Vlad.
Do you want a cup of coffee or
I'll have a decaf coffee, please, Kath.
Big shot lawyers, that is. See, they create
Thanks,
and
mate.
check legal documents that you can download. So you're covered.
Oh, I know.
And this legal document service comes with your direct line insurance.
Wow. Direct Line's public liability insurance includes a legal document service. Can your insurance do that? Search Direct Line Public Liability Insurance. New and existing customers underwritten by UK Insurance Limited.
When Dave met Steve, sparks flew. When Barry met Gary, the foundations were laid. When Fred met Alex, they knew it would work. And they all met thanks to SuperSubby.com. For subcontractors looking for contractors and contractors looking for subbies, Super Subby finds the perfect match by skills, location and trade. It's free for subbies with a 3-month free trial for contractors. So download the app from the App Store and Google Play or visit SuperSubby.com. Super Subby, the new, smarter way to find site work or workers.
Why are the Nissan Qashqai and Juke the UK's best ever selling crossovers? What does all their amazing tech make them capable of? Find out at our Nissan Crossover Test the Best event. Book a test drive at your local dealer and you'll get an extra £500 deposit contribution on a 0% APR representative finance deal. But hurry, the offer ends soon. Nissan, innovation that excites. Available on new Qashqai and Juke diesel models for retail customers only. Offer excludes Vizia. Nissan Finance subject to status over 18s. Participating dealers. Offer ends 1st of July 2018. Based on sales figures 1st of January 2010 to 31st of December 2017. T's and C's apply at nissan.co.uk.
Get carried away by the rugby as England take on South Africa this month. Watch every test live and exclusive on Sky Sports Action and Arena channels for £18 a month. Can Eddie Jones deliver the goods? And will Cipriani step up to the mark? Plus, in the build-up to the World Cup, watch 8 more England matches only on Sky Sports Action and Arena for £18 a month. Search by Sky Sports now. Requires Sky TV subscription. 31 days notice to cancel. Further terms apply.
Connor, that was quite a shift.
Yeah, you know, credit to the team.
Any assists?
Yeah, like with the LG 4K Super UHD TV. It delivers rich, accurate colour from any seat in the room. Just $679 for the 55-inch. In fact, buy any 55-inch plus TV this summer, there's a 1 in 20 chance to get your money back. At Curry's PC World, we help you get it right.
16 plus, excludes Northern Ireland, ends 26th of 6th. Register 32 to 42 days after purchase. Full terms at currys.co.uk/free TV.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
Talk Radio on the Hour News headlines.
Good evening, I'm James Niche. A firefighter who rescued
I'll have a
9
bed,
people
please.
during the Grenfell Tower fire has told Talk Radio he'll never forget that night. Aldo Diana, who's now retired, climbed 16 flights of stairs 6 times during the rescue operation. He told James about the bravery of his colleagues who worked non-stop.
The guys before we arrived had already changed their cylinders and were ready to go again. The firefighters were outstanding that day. So it wasn't just a small house fire where you just you have one set of BA team and they go in, they do what they have to do and they come back out. On this occasion, because of the amount of life that was in there and the ferocity of the fire and the thick black smoke, the guys just wanted to get in. They just wanted to save everybody. I suppose we're fortunate that no firefighters lost their lives that night.
Police estimate 5,000 people have turned up for the Grenfell Tower silent walk exactly a year after the disaster. Earlier, a national minute silence was observed all across the country to remember those who died. The Queen and Duchess of Sussex have been greeted by hundreds of cheering children on their first official visit together. The pair arrived in Cheshire by royal train. They've been carrying out a list of duties, including opening the Mersey Gateway Bridge. At one of the events, Jean and Heather managed to hear what Meghan thought of Harry after their wedding last month.
We heard her saying to a lady that Harry was the best husband ever.
She was beautiful and so patient. She gave everybody lots of time. She was gorgeous.
And Robbie Williams kicked off the World Cup in Russia by performing some of his classic hits. He avoided his 2016 song Party Like a Russian, which had attracted negative press. But he still caused controversy by putting his middle finger up at the camera. A sunny evening, but staying breezy in the north. Showers will break up any sunshine in the north and west tomorrow. Less windy all round and warmer in the south.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
Get an earful of unusual nocturnal emissions with radio's Lord of Misrule, Iain Lee. No relation, thank God.
Unfiltered Night Talk with the original king of unconventional conversation.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. It's kind of, there's really, we'll look in the papers in a bit, but there's really, there's very, very little in the newspapers today of any interest. So, I mean, also, I'm acutely aware that we haven't got tomorrow's newspapers. And going through today's newspapers, today's newspapers are out of date when they arrive. So to be doing them at 11 o'clock at night smacks a little of desperation, but desperate we are, and so we shall carry on, and we will dive into them in a little bit. But you can give us a call about anything. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. Kath's having a right old palaver with the drinks.
Well, Jason Cundy helped me make the coffees and, to be honest, confused the whole situation.
Of course he did. Jason Cundy confuses conversation just by being in the vicinity. Now, you, Kath, these flipping headphones. I tell you what,
Mine are a bit in and out and all.
This one is because Whale comes in and pulls it out and puts his own headphones in, and he's pulled the cable's not very strong, so it buggers it. You today shocked me because you told off a lad and were considering grassing him up to his mum.
Yeah, because she's my friend.
When he hadn't really done anything wrong, and you told it to me, and I was so disappointed in you that I had to go for a walk around the block to calm down. So why don't you tell the boys and girls listening to this what happened?
Walking back from the lower school with my youngest.
Happiness, whoop-bye, oh yeah!
And as we came round a corner, I saw a kid toe punting a empty Coca-Cola bottle just off into the distance.
What is this?
Coffee.
No.
Yeah.
No. It's a plastic bottle.
Yeah,
not
but
a
he was
glass
like
one.
booting it.
Yeah.
He drop kicked it.
Yeah.
And because I had my youngest with me, and I've always taught her, you mustn't litter.
So he kicked a bottle.
Yeah, he was like booting it as if,
Yeah,
like,
he
and there you go, in front of his mates. Whoa, have some of that, and then he
kicked
was
it.
going to walk away. He was walking away.
He kicked a bottle. Yeah, all right, fine.
He was littering.
Okay, he kicked a plastic bottle in the street.
Littering,
Fine.
willfully.
Yeah, okay.
Littering.
We understand.
We understand this, don't we?
Yeah, we do understand. Just to clarify, he kicked a plastic
So
bottle.
I did the usual thing of, oh, excuse me, I think you've dropped something. And this kid said, oh, I'm really sorry. Yeah, I did drop it. And as he looked up, I realised it was a kid I knew very well.
Yeah.
We were in the same NCT class.
What,
Me and his parents.
Oh, right, okay.
He's
I
a
say it's
2 days
I know you live near Luton, but that's a bit...
older, younger than my eldest.
Ooh,
nearly told you what her name was then, didn't I?
Nearly said it.
Anyway, so I know this kid really well. I've got
Yeah.
pictures of him, like, in his nappy. And
All right, that's a bit weird.
It's all right.
Okay.
And...
So he kicked a bottle?
Yeah.
He kicked a
and then
plastic...
he got busted by his mum's friend.
Who here hasn't kicked a plastic bottle?
What, and littered? Me.
Get stuff.
I haven't.
Cool. All right, whatever. You kicked a plastic bottle before, Sam? Of course you have, mate. Of course you have.
Did you go and pick it up and put it in the bin after? Why is this normal to you people?
Because we kick plastic bottles. Right, anyway. So you
I made him pick it up.
Right, you made him pick it up. You humiliate. You shamed him.
I did it in a jokey way.
Oh, that's all right. That makes...
I'm his mum's cool friend. Anyway, his friends then, who he was showing off to, went, oh, sorry about our mate. He's a bit silly like that. And I said, don't you worry. I know. And I gave his name.
Let's call him Stephen Norris.
I know Stephen Norris.
I know Stephen Norris.
And they went, hey.
Oh. And you were a MILF.
No, I wasn't.
You would be a MILF to those guys, wouldn't you?
No, I wouldn't.
Would you not? How old were they? 15?
No.
How old?
Like 10.
Okay. You probably wouldn't. You'd probably be a horrible
horrible
glimpse
woman.
into the future of just how disgusting the aging process can be. Okay, yeah. To 10-year-olds, I think you look great for 50, but to 10-year-olds, you're at death's door.
Right. So
Okay.
anyway.
Yeah.
Then.
So the haggard old witch told off the young lad for kicking.
And my youngest was loving it. She went, now you've got to tell his mum.
And you were seriously considering telling his
I thought about it
mum?
and I said no. And I gave her name. No, little N, we're playing the long game.
Right. So
Because I want him to be a little bit worried that I might tell his mum. But I
And
won't.
this is the thing I don't get, right? This is what I don't get. So Catherine wants this 10-year-old lad to
modify his behaviour
to
in
be
public, yeah.
genuinely cacking his pants that the wizened old woman will tell his mum that he's been a little bit naughty when he hasn't really done anything, and you're loving the power. You are loving the power. And I'm like,
It's how it used to be. It's how it used to be, right? In the olden days, when you couldn't carry on in the street because you knew someone had told your mum.
Yeah.
I'm bringing it back.
But all right, Justin Timberlake. But he hadn't done anything. It wasn't like he was smoking a joint. I've told kids off for smoking joints. I remember a kid at the bus stop once went, mate, can't smoke a joint.
Willful littering is to 10-year-olds what smoking a joint is to a 15-year-old.
No, well, not
He
these.
wouldn't do it in front of his mother.
Not these days. No, not these days. A 10-year-old would be smoking a joint.
His mother wouldn't like it.
I couldn't skin up till I was 25, so I did 10-year-olds. Anyway, so but you were getting off on the power trip.
I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny he was busted, that he got busted.
Oh, I'm going to put it out there, dear listener. 03 44 499 1000. Who is in the right here, me or Catherine? I just think the kid was kicking a plastic bottle. Let it lie.
He was being Larry.
Oh, for crying out loud! What are you like? See. Here's the thing. People think you're like a big pussy cat. And it turns out that actually you're like a leopard, and you never change your spots. And your spots are mean and angry.
They're not, otherwise I'd have told his mum.
But yeah, but you no. Telling his mum would then be some release of the pressure valve. He's now got that thing. He'll be going to bed crying tonight.
No, he won't.
Yes, he will.
No, he won't. He's not that kind of kid.
0344 499 1000. I think Catherine's out of order and we should...
I don't care.
Oh, well, good evening, Jack.
Good evening, Ian. I would agree with you there as well. I think that is a bit out of order.
It's broken Britain there.
No, right. Listen. Let's listen to Jack. Jack is a young man. Tell us why, Jack, please.
Well, I just think it's the bit about the waiting and him living in fear for the rest of his life.
He won't live in fear for the rest of his life. I know this kid. He won't care.
But you don't know this kid, right?
I do.
This is.
I've seen his bum.
You're employing. You're part of the toxic masculinity problem that Matt Haig's always banging on about. You're part of the reason for that. He's a young lad, and you're right, Jack. If I think back to being 9, 10, 11, the secrets that I went to bed with, thinking that I was going to get in very serious trouble, stuff like that lingers, doesn't it, Jack?
Yeah, it really does.
What do you think we should do with Kath? I think we should tell Kath's mum.
Well, that's what I mean. I mean, how would you like it, Kath?
I wouldn't do it because someone would have told my mum.
But how would you like
there's
it?
a lesson.
How would you? I can get your mum's phone number like that.
Yeah.
How would you like
ring
it?
her. She'll be in bed.
How would you like it if Jack phoned up your mum?
I'd love it.
Sorry?
I'd love it. She'd make mincemeat of him.
She may be calling
I'd love it.
Everyone would love it. What's your problem, Ian?
Why would you love it, Jack?
Just to speak to what I would imagine would be a very domineering northern lady.
Don't mess with Brenda.
He's talking. I don't think you're hearing what Jack is saying.
Oh, I am.
How old are you, Jack?
25.
Okay, fine.
She'd love it.
What is this? This is not a dating service for gilfs.
Gilfs.
Jack, I'm letting you go because I think you may be pleasuring yourself during this phone call.
You see?
That is.
All because I care about the nation's future.
That is outrageous behaviour.
I'm going to tell my mum you called her Gilf. She'll love that.
Well, it turns out she's going to love 25-year-old lover called Jack, who wants to be dominated by your mum.
Everyone does. She used to be dinner lady and all the kids used to fancy her. They did. Got me a lot of play with the younger kids.
Wow.
The boys, older boys, I meant. You're younger than her.
Wowzers. I bet I was going to make a joke about vinegar and I won't.
Whoa!
Good evening, Mike. Hello, Mike.
Hi there.
Hello, Mike. What you got?
Hi. One thing that used to annoy me, I used to work in a well-known news agents. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Was it John Menzies?
Right, it wasn't John Menzies. No.
Was it Stars?
It wasn't. No.
Was it Bunce's?
No, it was set up by a guy called Henry Williams Smith.
W.H. Smith.
I'll let you work
Yeah, that's the thing. W.H. Smith was set up by H.W. Smith.
I know.
That's nuts.
Yeah, I think they named after his son.
When I was a kid, I used to call it Wismith because it didn't have any dots.
Okay, no, I can buy that.
understand that.
That's just, are you trying to win us round to think that you're cute now when actually we know that you're a hideous human being? All right, Mike, go on.
Right, but I used to work with on the magazine section, and the parents would come in with misbehaving kids and kids just being kids anyway, and just looking through the comics and messing the comics up, and the kids would then turn around and the parents would turn around to the kids and say, "Oh, don't do that. The man will tell you off."
I hate that.
I hate it. I'm not going to tell him off. Why would I tell him off? Because you're a bad parent.
You tell him off. It's your job. I used to work in a shop too, and I used to hear that a lot. The lady will tell you off. No, she won't.
I mean, I'm a parent now. Ian, you're a parent. Do you ever use don't do that, the police will come for you?
Do you know what? No, I don't. Do you know what I did once? And as soon as I said it, I went, "Oh, no, we don't say that anymore." Was the boys were messing around and we were going past a copper, and I did do the line, "If you carry on, he's going to arrest you." And as soon as I said it, I went, and the copper heard me and went, "Oh no, we don't say that anymore." And I said, "No, we won't." And we went over and we spoke to the copper, and I said, "I'm really sorry. That's the first and only time I've used that line, and I wouldn't normally." Because you, but no, that is the only time I've done. And also, if a bloke in W.H. Smith did tell my kids off, he'd get a karate chop to the windpipe.
Yeah. But isn't that what's going on here? It's like, oh, well, if you don't pick up that bottle, I'm going to tell someone nasty. Ooh. I mean, it's the same deal here.
Oh, Boyley, you've been hoisted by your own bastard.
No. This kid is one of my best friend's children. I think it's slightly different.
What, because you know him? Because you know his name?
Because I know him and I know his mum. And she would be right behind me.
It's okay to threaten people you know.
Who's threatened him?
Mike has totally got you over a barrel.
Mike's talking balls.
Mike probably want your mum over a barrel, like the previous caller, but he's totally destroying.
Leave my mum like this. Mike's talking absolute arse.
Resorting to the insults now.
Who's threatening a child?
Mike, go on.
You're threatening a child.
I'm not. I've not said to him, "Oh, I might tell your dad," or "You might."
Threatened.
Oh, don't talk balls.
I listen to your gaunt style of argument.
The argument is so strong against me, Ian. I might have to bow to the superior.
Right, I know you're being sarcastic. No, right, listen. Why is Catherine waving her arms, telling me to cut you off?
I'm not.
Catherine, put your hands down. I'm not cutting him off.
I'm not.
You're waving your hands around, you're doing the slitting.
You're doing
the
that.
throat
I'm
motion.
not doing it. I don't care. I
You
can
just
listen
did
to
it
him
then.
hang himself all day.
Yeah, right, and now you want him to kill himself.
Well.
Outrageous. Mike, to me, it seems obvious, right? Whether you know someone or not, you don't go around threatening to tell their parents.
I didn't threaten to tell his mum.
Yes,
you know.
No, I didn't.
Ian, this is the first time I've tuned into you for a long time. I apologise.
That's all right,
That's
brother.
all right. We don't need you.
Shut up. Shut up. I'm talking to Mike. Go on, Mike. Sorry, mate. We're going to lose him again.
I go way back to the Eloise days. And
Great producer.
That, what was the guy called before that? The weird guy.
What, Davis?
Oh. Yes.
Yeah, he was terrible producer. But Eloise was a classic, classy woman. She was a classy woman.
You know what? I would never, Ian. I hope Catherine's not listening now.
No.
I would never say to Catherine, "Book your ideas up, or I'm going to tell Ian."
He said buck. He said buck. Well,
Definitely said buck.
Here's the thing, Mike. I'm off next week. Next Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then the Monday after, I'm off, right? And Catherine is hosting the show. It's something that in the last 15 minutes I've really started to regret. So I do need.
Best not to listen.
No,
No, don't. I don't want you.
No, please.
What?
I need.
He's got no morals.
I need infiltrators. I need what do they call it? People that would help the Nazis.
Collaborators.
Yeah, I need collaborators.
The Swiss.
Yes. No. I need the French. The Italians. Cowards. I need people to report back to me on what a car crash it may or may not be, but I just think it's going to take a very, very. I thought it'd be a nice frothy show, maybe talk about lipstick and periods, but actually I think it's going to be a very, very dark show.
Yeah.
And
Right.
And so I need.
Send you an email that says Davis was better.
Thank you very much indeed, Mike. It's a privilege to have you on board.
I hate that man.
Collaborators. Collaborators. Did we say that?
Yeah, I said that.
Okay.
I helped you out with it.
The thing is, Catherine, we ain't got that many listeners, and you
You
cannot.
don't need that kind of riffraff.
Wowzers. 0344 499 1000 if you want to phone up and argue with Kath or talk about her mum. This is the late night alternative.
I dare you.
With Ian, Kath, and Brenda.
Talk Radio. Intelligent, organic entertainment.
Talk Radio.
We'll get you talking.
Let me tell you about Sky Entertainment.
And let me tell you about Sky Broadband Unlimited.
Because whether you're an existing or new Sky TV customer, you can bring them
This is what
together
happens
and
now.
save over
All those twats
30%.
on
You'll
YouTube
enjoy the latest big screen dramas
are all
and
gonna
catch-up
get
TV.
time
We'll
out.
never slow you down
Including Matthew
with our
Stevenson.
unlimited broadband. All for the new low price
What's
of
Matthew saying?
£38 a
Oh,
month
no.
for
Like
18
Davis
months,
was
But
including
Dave,
line rental.
I don't
With a
want
setup
to
fee
speak
from
ill of the dead, but he was
So
without
bring
doubt
them together
the
and
second
save
most
over
producer I've ever worked with.
30%.
That's insulting.
Search
That's
Sky
what I'm saying.
Offer.
Yeah.
Offer ends 21st of June.
And some people.
Kit loaned
think
at no
that now
cost.
it's
Separate
a
contracts.
free
TV
for all
£20 a month for
online.
18
So
months.
thanks for
Broadband
that.
£18 a month for 12 months.
Really
Compares
you
prices
out.
after 18 months. TV £25. Broadband 30. Sky Network areas. New broadband customers only.
That was quite a shift.
Yeah, credit to the
Unlucky,
team.
Ray.
Any assists?
Yeah, like with the LG 4K Super UHD TV. It delivers rich, accurate colour from any seat in the room. Just $679 for the 55-inch. In fact, buy any 55-inch plus TV this summer, there's a 1 in 20 chance to get your money back. At Curry's PC World, we help you get it right.
16 plus, excludes Northern Ireland, ends 26th of 6th. Register 32 to 42 days after purchase. Full terms at currys.co.uk/free TV.
Service.
New Muller Spreadable?
Made with real churned butter for a creamy taste. Perfect on my canapes.
It's so Muller-licious. Lose the toppings. It's so good all by itself.
Hey!
New Muller Spreadable. Muller, official spreadable of British athletics.
Available only at selected Tesco stores. Subject to availability.
We've got it at Selco. Selco, it's where the trade go.
At Selco Builders Warehouse, we've got real deals on a wide range of trade-quality building products. In June, we've got a 6x5-foot close-board fence panel for only £16.85 ex-VAT. Now that's a real deal. We've got even more real deals at Selco Builders Warehouse. For more information, see selcobw.com.
We've got it at Selco. Selco, it's where the trade go.
Hello, sir. So you're interested in our Vivaro van with up to
4 years warranty.
Exactly. Plus up to 4
years servicing.
Right again. And 4 years, 0% APR finance with Vauxhall Help to Buy.
Really?
Search Vauxhall Vivaro. Vauxhall. British brand since 1903. Conditional sale. 4 years, 0% APR. Minimum 18% deposit plus VAT at 20% on total price. Financed by Vauxhall Finance, subject to status. 18 plus. Business users only.
We got it at Selco.
Exclusions apply.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee. Unfiltered night talk with the original king of unconventional conversation on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
All right, I'm going to read another 100-word story. Pick a page.
83.
Okie dokie. Let's see what we got here. Knife. I don't think that's a very good one.
Go on, read it.
No, I'm going to read Jan. The night before our wedding, this is 100 words.
These two have got such a weird
Dan
relationship.
I don't know if it's the same people.
Wow.
The night before our wedding day, this is by Anthropology by Dan Rhodes, right? So this is called Jan. The night before our wedding day, my fiancée and I had a romantic meal. She held my hand. Thank you, she said. Thank you so much for marrying me. You're just so wonderful taking me on, me and my 3 ugly children. I was horrified. It was the first I'd heard of these 3 ugly children, and I wanted to know more. She explained that she hadn't told me about them in case they put me off her. Come and meet your new daddy, she called, and they ran into the room. Their faces were covered in jam. They were horrible. That's a good story.
This bloke's having a giraffe. He's written a whole book of this stuff, is he?
Yeah. It's
like a fever dream.
That's a good story.
You choose a page.
127.
All right.
0344 499 1000, by the way, if you want to chastise Catherine for being a terrible human being.
But dare you, frankly. 100 and what? 20 what?
27.
27.
Okay.
Pilot. It's his girlfriend again.
Yeah.
My girlfriend had been unemployed for ages, so I was overjoyed when she found work as an airline pilot.
That's funny.
Well, who's looking after the kids? She was excited, looked great in her cap, and sailed for Lisbon on her maiden flight. The silly thing was so busy fixing her lipstick in the rearview mirror that she didn't notice her 747 heading straight for the Pyrenees. She ejected in time, but the passengers and crew perished. She lost the job and is now back at home all day, eating cold baked beans with a knife and trying to straighten her hair by pulling it really hard. Flipping heck.
I'm going to tweet Dan and tell him that we are... That's not him. Dan Rhodes. Is this Dan? Dan...
Did you get this book? Did you?
Hey, look! Oh, there we go.
Did you pick this book or were you given it?
I was given it. We had it. I think we did it on Rise or something. I'm sure we had... Hi, Dan. We are reading stories out from Anthropology on my show. I'd forgotten how funny it is. There we go. You see, that's a nice thing to do. Go on, you do another one? Go on.
Right, here's one. I'm just going to do it at random. All right, it's Spirit.
Okay.
My God, this girlfriend's a nightmare. My girlfriend awoke to find herself possessed by an evil spirit. He's just trolling her, isn't he? This book.
These are all 100-word stories. That's what you have to remember.
The first thing I did was call an exorcist. He couldn't make it until the evening, so we waited. She threw things at me, cursed my name, kept trying to strangle me, and wouldn't let me kiss her.
So you're getting it now, aren't you? Now you're getting it.
Really, she was the same as ever. But at least she was no longer hell-bent on bankrupting me and making me look inadequate in front of everyone. I started to prefer it this way. When the exorcist finally arrived, I sent him away. I told him it had been a false alarm. Oh my God.
Paige, do the last one in there.
All right.
Last one. And Simon, we'll come to you in a second, man, I promise.
It's a particularly nice work of art in the back there.
Yeah.
Did you do that, or was that one of
That was my eldest. My eldest did that when he's a little baby.
Words. I fell in love the moment I saw her in her grandfather's kitchen, her dark curls crashing over her Portuguese shoulders. Would you like to drink coffee? She smiled. I'm really not that thirsty. What? What you say? Her English wasn't too good. Now, I'm 73 and she's just turned 70. Would you like to drink coffee? She asked me today, smiling. I'm really not that thirsty. What? What you say? Neither of us has the gift of language acquisition. After 50 years of marriage, we've never really spoken, but we love each other more than words can say. Really?
That's Anthropology by Dan Rhodes. I think we had it. Maybe we had him on Rise or something. We had him on. What year did I say this was? 2000. Well, that was the 11 o'clock show. Anyway, so I remember someone gave it to me, and I devoured it. I thought it was a great. It's called Endless. Often, one or other of Foxglove's ex-boyfriends will turn up on our doorstep bearing expensive eyeshadow. Will you give her this? They choke. It's her favourite shade. I take it. Then heartbroken, they lash out. She'll leave you, they cry, fists flailing. She thinks I'm the handsomest man in the world. She told me once when we were kissing. I hurt them as little as possible, but always make sure I win the fight. Sometimes, cigarette in hand, she'll come out to watch, smouldering as those perfect, endless legs vanish into the hem of her tiny brown suede skirt. Oh, I think that's brilliant. I've forgotten how good that pun was. Let's go to Simon. Good evening, Simon.
Hello.
Hello, Simon.
I was born and raised in Luton.
Never mind.
Unlucky, mate.
I notice you don't live there anymore.
No. But you know, I was brought up in the ways of the street, and there's been times in my life where I've kicked tin cans and played tin can football with my mates, and all I want to know is, what are you going to do about it, Kath?
Well, was it your tin can in the first place, Simon? Because that is pivotal.
No.
Okay, so it's not the same thing. Next.
Oh. Well, can I just give you a blapping then?
I wouldn't.
You dumped that. Why you dumped that too late? That would have gone out. You dumped it like 8 seconds after he said it. What is your beef?
Simon.
Right, shall I cut him off?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't actually hear what you said.
It was all balls.
Wow. Here's the thing, right?
People are confusing.
Yeah.
Littering with kicking stuff that's already there.
No, people are
littering.
Yeah.
With kicking stuff that's already there.
People are confusing humanity with an old witch. And also, the whole show, Catherine.
Yeah.
Is people phoning up to have a go at the host, right? That's what it is.
Well, I'm not the host yet, so they can do one.
But you will be the host, and
when I am, my glorious regime.
We had
this nonsense.
We had a 261% increase in the number of listeners once I came out of the jungle, right? I don't want your 4 days of hosting, and I'm away in August as well. I don't want your 4 days of hosting to decimate my listenership and take us back to the days when it was Suicide Watch on
You
this
might
show.
think it's okay to eat a pig's fanny in order to get popular, but I don't. I don't need to do that sort of stuff. So they like it, they don't like it. I don't give a toss.
Wowzers, attitude really is unprecedented. Good evening, Bianca.
Oh, hi. How are you?
I'm very, very well, Bianca. How's you?
Oh, that's wonderful. Me too. I'm good. Thank you.
Well, wonderful. Are you a real person?
As real as you are, I guess.
Okay, so that still doesn't answer the question, yeah. What you got for us, Bianca?
Well, you were talking about exorcism at some point, no?
We were talking about exorcism at some point, yes.
What do you think? Do you think it's like a religious thing or is a mental health thing?
Well, an exorcism is literally a religious ceremony.
But it could be because you have problems in your head.
Yeah.
Or you really are having the devil inside of you.
Well, I I don't think that. I don't think it's the devil inside you. Well, what do you think? Have you had personal experience?
No, but I'm coming from Romania,
Okay,
so
okay.
it was like a monastery in somewhere near me that they were doing exorcism, and the people were acting really, really bad to these ceremonies and stuff like that. I never been there, but
So hang on. So you lived near. What was it? Did you say it was a church or a monastery?
yeah. I heard of it.
Right.
I heard stories that people were just going bonkers
Wow.
there.
What kind of stuff were they doing? Sorry.
Exactly.
Oh, that's a great answer.
You ever been witness to those kind of things?
No, I haven't. Well, I say I haven't once. When I worked at another radio station, I remember, I've told this story before, I was walking through Soho Square at 9:30 in the night. It was dark. And I heard a man, I won't do the accent, he had a very thick African accent. I couldn't be any more specific than that. And I heard him shouting, "In the name of Jesus Christ!"
But you weren't going to do the accent.
I just can't stop. "In the name of Jesus Christ! Spirits, leave this child now!" And I thought, oh, where's this? And I walked round and stood in a doorway was a traffic warden performing an exorcism on the telephone. It was, and I stood and watched it for ages. It was the most shouting in the name of Jesus Christ, spirits, leave this child. Now, I don't know. On a serious note, I suspect, yes, that it's primarily people who are mentally ill, schizophrenic, bipolar.
Yeah, exactly. And if you make them believe that you are doing something to them to just make them better, they will make themselves better.
Well, I don't know if it would make... Would it make themselves... Well, hang on. Okay, if what you say is true, if it is mental illness and shouting at them makes them better...
No, not shouting.
Exorcism.
Not shouting. Let's say they do believe in sort of way religion will cure them.
Yeah.
They have that knowledge that, okay, this is what will make me better to get the devil out of me.
Yeah.
So that's a cure for them.
Well, if it works,
for other people it might be something else, no?
If it works... If performing an exorcism on a mentally ill person works, gosh, there's a sentence I never thought I'd say, then does it really matter? If it cures them, does it matter?
It doesn't matter,
No.
exactly.
But I don't now. Okay, so that's fine. But we actually have no evidence, do we, that it has worked?
No, but it worked in some cases.
Did it?
Well,
or are you just guessing?
I don't. Yeah, I'm guessing.
Okay,
I don't know anyone that is being possessed by the devil and speaks.
I do worry.
Languages. Sorry.
Hang on a minute. Are you possessed? Your voice went all deep then. Languages. Languages. What's going on? Bianca's possessed by the devil.
I'm possessed by the devil.
Now she's speaking in tongues. In the name of Jesus Christ, leave Bianca alone.
Thank you very much, Ian. And now I'm relieved.
Oh.
I'm myself now.
Thank you, Bianca, and your demon spirit.
All right.
Nice to talk to you. Go on.
Yeah, nice to talk to you too.
Give us a call again some point. I really enjoyed that. Thank you, Bianca.
Maybe. Thank you. Bye.
Bye, baby. Maybe.
Well, it doesn't pay to be too available.
There was, on a serious note, there was, I did read a story maybe a year ago in the papers about various members of the African community who don't believe in mental illness. And they think that if someone is, talking about hearing voices in their head or acting in an unpredictable way, that it is possession, and it's a real issue.
Yeah, they believe in witches, don't they?
Yeah. It's and hexes and curses and spirits and jinns. Jinns maybe more Indian, but They believe that you know that it can actually, obviously, it can be detrimental. You can't go around shouting at someone who's bipolar, out spirits out, when actually some medication. And it means that a lot of people who are mentally ill within the African community, and probably in other communities as well, but this was the thing I read about a year ago, that a lot of people who are mentally ill are dying or committing suicide or just going on untreated and suffering a lot because a visit to a psychiatrist would get them on some drugs that would kind of sort them out properly. Instead, they're getting shouted at by voodoo men and witch doctors and dodgy priests and things like that. Which in all seriousness, probably not the greatest thing to be doing.
There've been some hideous stories about people being killed during these exorcisms.
Oh, do you know what? It's going to get dark now because I've just remembered a story. Do you remember? I want to say 6 years ago. They found the remains of an African child in the River Thames.
Yeah, just a torso, wasn't it?
That's about 6 years ago, wasn't it? Yeah. And the police were completely mystified by it. And the best idea they could come up with was it had been used as some part of some voodoo, black magic, witchcraft ritual. Mm-hmm. Did they ever get any? They I'm sure they did like a blood test, and they were able to. They never, I don't think, identified the child, but they were able to pinpoint quite a small area in the continent of Africa where that child probably came from. Because of the hair, you could tell what food it had eaten, all that kinds of stuff.
I've just looked it up because I remember they knew that he was wearing red shorts, this kid.
Hey, yes!
Do you remember?
Yeah.
I'll just put it in. Let me see if I can.
I tell you what, we'll take a quick break, do the break a bit early, and then we'll come back and we'll see if we can find it. Andre will come to you in a second. 0344 499 1000. This is Talk Radio.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
Don't tell me.
We'll get you talking.
Brighten up your mornings and take a brilliant break with Mike Graham on Talk Radio with the Sun Holiday Shop. Great value breaks all year round. Listen to Talk Radio every weekday morning from 10 for 3 hours packed full of fabulous features, great value guests and quick-fire calls on all of the day's top talking points. Don't miss Mike Graham every weekday morning from 10 on Talk Radio with the Sun Holiday Shop. Great value breaks all year round. Go to thesun.co.uk/holiday shop.
At Green Flag, we think the AA are great. They've won bucketfuls of awards. They'll give you unlimited call-outs when you get in a pickle. Pickle. And they cover 100% of the UK. Very good indeed. So why do we think that is so great? Because Green Flags do all of this too. And we'll have you AA removed.
2001.
Green Flag. Common sense to the rescue.
There may be a charge for call-outs with the same problem.
Is it one from
Savings based on our
BBC?
closest equivalent UK vehicle cover for vehicles 10 years and under. T's and C's apply.
All right.
Ocean credit card.
If you're looking for a credit card with a credit limit of up to £1,500, go to askocean.co.uk and see in seconds if you'll be accepted for an Ocean credit card before you apply. Checking won't affect your credit rating, so it's a no-brainer.
What then is your story
Find out
from
if it's a
2011?
yes. Go now to
2013.
askocean.co.uk. 39.9% APR representative variable. Intelligent Lending Limited is a credit broker. Capital One is the exclusive lender.
Askocean.co.uk.
Oh, bloody hell.
Connor, that was quite a shift.
Yeah, credit to the team.
Any assists?
Yeah, like with the new Sony XF87 TV, with an exceptionally realistic picture. Just 1199 for the 55-inch. In fact, buying a 55-inch plus TV this summer, there's a 1 in 20 chance to get your money back. At Curry's PC World, we help you get it right.
16 plus, excludes Northern Ireland, ends 26th of 6th. Register 32 to 42 days after purchase. Full terms at currys.co.uk/free TV.
Forget history. Forget the years of hurt. Forget the red cards. Forget the missed handballs. Forget the brilliance. Forget being an underdog. Forget every game that has gone before, because all that matters is now.
Harry Kane, England's main goal-getter, is getting his eye in for the summer.
The 2018 FIFA World Cup on ITV.
George McTavish, Neephead Galloway, you have been found guilty of presenting dangerously compelling radio. How do you plead?
Guilty, as charged.
Never said that before. The mother of all talk shows with George Galloway.
Join me for 3 hours of double galvanised opinion, supercharged debate, and highly energised crystalline vision. Radio Free Galloway. Knock me right down and I'll bounce right back.
The mother of all talk shows with George Galloway. Innocent until proven guilty.
Tomorrow night from 7
on the nation's new home of sizzling debate, Talk Radio.
Maybe you can't handle the truth.
BBC is the same as the
The late night alternative.
All right.
With Iain Lee on Talk Radio. We'll get you talking.
So we're gonna and choose edit as you need to.
Yeah.
So we Catherine has found, and a couple of people have tweeted me. Thank you, Vix. The kind of the latest. This is still a few years ago. The kind of update on this story of a boy's torso being found in the River Thames. It's going to be quite grim. Catherine is going to tread through it as sensitive as she can and possibly miss out some details that we don't need to know. But it ain't going to be pleasant for the next few minutes. So you might want to go and listen to something else.
Yeah, this is.
Yeah, this is a horrible story. Go on.
So the Daily Mail carried a thing in March 2011, and it seems to be the same person that was spoken to in this later article that you're talking about from the BBC. And it showed this article opened with a picture of this beautiful little boy. This is a little boy whose headless and limbless body was found floating in the Thames 10 years ago. It was claimed last night. This is according to the Mail, as I say.
That's from
March
2013. 2011. So this is 2001 that the body was found.
The 5-year-old's identity has remained a mystery after he was smuggled into Britain and murdered in a voodoo-style ritual killing. He was drugged with a black magic potion and sacrificed before being thrown into the Thames, where his torso washed up next to the Globe Theatre in September 2001. Detectives used pioneering scientific techniques to trace radioactive isotopes in his bones to his native Nigeria. They even enlisted Nelson Mandela to appeal for information about the murder. But they always struggled to formally identify the boy, who they called Adam, despite travelling to the West African state to try to trace his family. Now, Nigerian Joyce Osiagede, the only person to be arrested in Britain as part of the inquiry, has claimed that the boy in this picture is Adam, and she says his real name is Ikpomwosa. In an interview with ITV London's Tonight programme, Miss Osiagede said that she looked after the boy in Germany for a year before travelling to Britain with him in 2001. She claimed she handed the boy over to a man known as Bawa, who later told her that he was dead and threatened to kill her unless she kept silent. God. Asked directly during an interview at her home in Nigeria if the boy in the photograph is Adam, Mrs. Osiagede replied yes. Saying she's now willing to talk to police, she added, Ikpomwosa, baby Adam. His native name was Ikpomwosa. The identification is a potentially huge breakthrough for Scotland Yard detectives. Retired Detective Chief Inspector Will O'Reilly, who led the investigation, said, "Without a name, murders are very hard to solve, so this is a crucial starting point for us, and it should lead to those who killed him." Police have passed numerous files on the case to the Crown Prosecution Service, but it's never gone to court. The second suspect, a Nigerian man, was arrested in Dublin in 2003, but never charged. Miss Osiagede was first questioned by police after they found clothing similar to that worn by Adam in her Glasgow Tower Block flat in 2002. The only clothing on his body was a pair of orange shorts, exclusively sold in Woolworths in Germany and Austria. Asked who killed him, Mrs. Osiagede said, "A group of people." She added, "They used him for a ritual in the water." Claiming the boy was 6 years old, she said, "He was a lively boy, a very nice boy. He was also very intelligent."
Okay. Can I read the postscript on the BBC story from 2 years later? Okay, so it has all of that story, and then there's a postscript. Miss Osiagede now says that was all a misunderstanding. This is 2013, and reveals the picture is Danny, my friend Tina's son. He lives in Germany. She says it was taken during a party in her old flat in Hamburg. We, the BBC, travelled to Hamburg to find out if she was telling the truth about the photo and tracked down Danny. He immediately recognised the photo, but was surprised to hear it had been used by newspapers and TV news around the world. "You said that I was already on TV and I didn't know it," he said. We located Mrs. Osagiede's old flat on the other side of the city where she looked after the boy she calls Patrick. Then we met a man who saw the child. The boy was running around. He was wearing shorts and a t-shirt. He was jumping all over this couch that they had and drawing on it, he said. So...
There's a Wikipedia thing for Adam. And it says the development, police doubts about this woman's mental state meant that her claims are doubted by detectives. And indeed, Adam has never been formally identified up till now. But they believe that publicity surrounding the case acted as a deterrent for further ritual crimes in the United Kingdom.
Or, can I say something horrible? They hid them better. You know, they didn't dump the bodies in the river. Because I can well believe that stuff oh man, that's hideous, isn't it? Yeah. That's the saddest thing. I didn't realise it was so long ago, 17 years ago. And no one's been charged, no one's in prison. They could be in this country, they could be in Germany, anywhere in the world.
All they know about this child is that he was probably Nigerian. That's all they know. And the shorts came from either Austria or Germany.
Flippin' heck.
Oh, poor little soul.
Sleep well, guys. I mean, that is the saddest story. And thank you, Vix, for the version with the postscript. Yeah, that's outrageous. That's outrageous. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call, you'd be a very, 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 very welcome to do such a thing. You can give us a call about absolutely anything you want to give us a call about. I might have been emailing the wrong guy about... I might have been emailing the wrong guy about Paul McCartney. I'm going to get Paul McCartney on this show, and I might have been emailing the wrong guy. I need to email this guy. All right, let's email him. Good evening, Andre.
Hey.
Yay, here comes Andre.
Right, on a lighter note, I'll hasten to add.
Thank you.
As well, yeah. Right, now, a couple of issues, not the big issue.
No.
But what I was going to say, right, was my house where I live in, yeah?
Your house that you live in, yes?
Yeah, it's flipping, it's got demons all over the place.
It's got what?
Spirit. Demons and
Really?
all sorts.
Sort of spirits?
Along these lines of the story, yeah, I've got whiskey in the bathroom,
Here we go.
rum in the kitchen,
Yeah.
etc., right? So that's
But
the
the
first
thing
one,
is, that
right?
joke, that joke didn't work because you said demons. You said demons.
Yeah, well, same thing, spirit.
Well, no, it's not. Yeah, but demons and spirits are the same thing in terms of ghosts. But demons doesn't mean alcoholic beverages, and spirits does.
Oh, sorry.
So you ballsed up that really basic, standard joke.
They all got the gist. But and on another note, yeah. listen to this. Yeah, no, this big issue, yeah.
Okay.
Ian?
Yes.
I was on the bus,
Yep.
right, about half hour ago.
Okay.
Only on a quick journey. I got on the bus, returned to blah blah, fair enough. Give them the money, give me the ticket. Got on the bus, there was about 4 people on it now.
Yes.
As I walked on the bus, I don't get buses much, but I still like them.
Yeah.
But there's a bloke with a guitar, which is not that unusual.
No.
But off his trolley, right, on I don't know what.
Yes.
He played, as I got on the bus and sat down quite close to him, because I thought maybe he'd get a bit of a song going.
Yeah.
He'd done a few chords and then threw his guitar across the bus, yeah? I thought, and he didn't look an happy bunny, so I didn't do anything at the time.
No.
So when we got to where he was going, a couple of people got off, they went. Then I thought, no, I can't have that playing that guitar. I've carefully picked his guitar up, handed it back to him, and I said, look after that, mate. That's a nice guitar, that. I know he was under the weather, one way or the other. And he said, oh, nice one, man, excellent, cheers, thanks a lot. I said, look after it, you'll have good fun with that and you'll enjoy it. And he was happy as a sandboy, and as I say, he couldn't say thanks enough, which made my day. Yeah, what do you think of that?
I'm waiting for the punchline.
So was I. Apparently that's just the story.
It's not joking, it's true, it happened about half an hour ago.
Well, that's
I'm not having him learn a guitar, because he could play that probably when he's sober or normal, and that might be all he has, yeah?
Well, all right. I tell you how I feel about that. I feel that we've just listened to a story of great humanity.
Yeah, it's the absolute truth here. Yeah, and I thought I'd give him a turn and his guitar back, and he was happy. So that was good.
Well, you did a wonderful thing, Andre, and you should feel very proud of yourself.
And I've done one more wonderful thing after that. I went in a pub and had half a dozen pints.
Thanks very much for calling. I mean, I'm not laughing at a drunk. I'm laughing at the absurdity of life. But that was a nice human exchange between two people who won't remember it tomorrow. You know, that's delightful. So let's read a silly story because it's got a little bit dark. So let's read.
Do a pet story. I want another pet story.
This is the stuff. Oh, God. 100-word story by Dan Rhodes. Treasure left me. I'm so sorry, she said. I understand how awful you must feel. Choking, I told her she couldn't begin to understand. She insisted that she could. You know you'll never find anyone as pretty as me, she explained, or as nice, and your every moment will be clouded by nagging recollections of times we spent together, times when you wrongly believed we had some kind of future. Believe me, I understand, she said gently. This is bleak. A part of you has died, the part capable of loving and trusting, and you know you'll never get it back. Stuff like that. Here we go. One more, rehearsing. Mazzy started acting. Having such a pleasing face, she is always cast as the female lead. She rehearses at home. While I'm in the armchair watching television, she's often sprawled on the sofa, perfecting the crucial clinch with her leading man. She tells me that her little gasps and sighs of pleasure are in the script. When I saw her in the park, writhing mouth to mouth with another man, I was upset and told her as much. She was indignant. Do you mind? We're rehearsing. They went back to their rehearsal and I walked away, ashamed at having doubted her. That is great, isn't it? I've forgotten how good this book... If you want to know, it's a book I found when I was packing, Anthropology, and 100 other stories. So there's 100 stories, all 100 words long, by Dan Rhodes. I'm assuming you can still get it. You probably get it for pennies on Amazon. So go and treat yourselves, guys. Let's give Dan Rhodes a spike in sales in a book that came out 18 years ago. That'll... He'll get a nice little cheque for 56 pence. That'll do.
I'd like it if he sold 100 books.
Oh, yes. I'm tempted to buy 100 books just to teach that guy a lesson. Dennis, it's a very, very strange show tonight. It feels like it's plodding along quite slowly, but I'm enjoying it. This is one of the things that we try and do is try and make every single show different. Oh, I've got a yes word or S word for after midnight. The guy sent it in ages ago, and I keep forgetting to do it, so remind me we'll do that. Is we try and make every single show different. And this week, Catherine and I have really kind of put our heads together, not like that. And certainly not after I had to deal with my youngest son's knits for the first time ever.
They weren't knits.
What? Why?
They were grown-ups.
What are you talking about?
Knits are just the eggs. This one was crawling about, wasn't it?
Knits aren't the eggs. What are
Yeah,
you talking
they
about?
are.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
What are you talking about? What load of old bull? Bull? Bull. Balls. Balls. Why do they call male cows bollocks?
What?
Why do they call male cows bollocks?
They call them what? Again?
Bollocks.
Sandra what?
Why do they call them bollocks? Why do they do that? Because that's a swear word. Bollocks.
Bollocks.
That's what I'm saying, bollocks. Why do they call them that? That's like calling a female cow a fanny. Oh my God. A fanny and bollocks. Why do they? I don't understand why they do that. Let's go to Paul. Good evening.
And other important questions.
I don't know why you're laughing. It's not funny.
Well.
Good evening, Paul.
Good evening, boss. How you doing?
I'm very disappointed in Catherine's immature and aggressive tone this evening.
And I don't care.
You see? I don't care now. Shut up. You see? Anyway, Paul, what can we do for you tonight?
I'm just calling about Dan Rhodes.
Oh, yeah. Damn, the book, the anthropology book. Yes, go on. It's, right, does he owe you money?
He doesn't actually. No, I'm a big fan of Dan Rhodes, and he actually went to the same university I went to. He did the same master's degree and stuff in writing.
In writing very specifically numbered short stories.
Yeah, exactly. I've actually got some of his early drafts, which didn't make it into that book.
Because they're like 97 words or 106 words, and he couldn't quite get it right. Well, so
it's really good, though.
So what else? Because the name rings a bell, but I think I'm thinking of someone else. What else has he written then?
Right. Well, after that, he did a book of short stories, but not these ultra short stories.
Right.
And it was called, I think it's The Truth About Love. I think it's called.
Okay.
That's good. Anthropology is better, in my opinion. I think it's really great. But after that, he started writing novels.
Oh.
He's got a fantastic... Oh, and they're brilliant as well.
Really?
Fantastic... Oh, superb. Fantastic novel called Timoleon Vieta Come Home. And the title's taken from, like, Lassie Come Home.
Right. By the way, guys, you can buy Anthropology for a penny on Amazon, right? So buy 100 for £1. You can buy Anthropology for a penny. Go on, what was the one you said?
Timoleon Vieta Come Home.
Right.
So it's about a dog called Timoleon Vieta.
Yeah.
He took the name from, I think it was, I don't know whether it was dictionaries or whether it was wherever it was, but it was on the spine, it said Timoleon to Vieta. So he took the name of that. And it's about a story about a dog who goes on a journey and comes back to his master.
All right, I'm buying it for a penny, so don't tell me any more.
Harassment.
Right.
It's brilliant.
Oh, plus postage. That's how they make their money, little shits. Right, yeah.
I could tell you loads about Dan Rhodes. Some other good books. There's a really good one called Gold.
What's this one about when the professor got stuck in the snow?
Yeah, it's about Professor
Getting stuck in the snow?
Richard Dawkins.
Yeah.
And Richard Dawkins goes to give a talk in a town, and he gets stuck in the snow. So it's a mixed take, really. Nobody would publish it, though, so they had to really go with a really small publisher. It might even be self-published, I'm not sure. But nobody would do it because they were afraid that Richard Dawkins, what is he, anti-creationist and stuff, I suppose, isn't he? They were worried he was going to sue them, so... Yeah, so he just...
There's loads of them. They're all of his books are a penny. Gold, This Is Life, Marry Me.
This Is Life one is brilliant. That's
right.
Set in Paris.
I'm gonna buy This Is Life, and then I'm done. Then I'm out. Right, buy it for a penny. Plus,
honestly, man, they are superb.
All right, I've ordered. Oh, I don't know what I've ordered because my thing is logged out. Stupid boy. I'm late for the things as well. I've ordered Timoleon Vieta Come Home and This Is Life. There we go.
Oh, amazing. Good man.
All right. Hey, nice one, Paul. Thank you for that, man. So,
no problem.
Do you follow him on Twitter and stuff?
Yeah, I've spoken to him a few times on there. I think he might actually follow me on that. I've got a few times.
Well, tweet him that we've been bigging him up tonight, and he's sold at least 2 books on the back of it.
Will do indeed. I'll do it straight away.
Nice one, Paul. Thank you, mate.
Cheers.
Bye-bye. 03. Well, it's nice. This is just nice. I'm turning into Richard and Judy's book club. 0344 499 1000. This is Talk Radio.
Talk Radio. We've got entertainment, and we're not afraid to use it. Talk Radio. Countdown to Brexit. Talk Radio with the Times. Know your times. The clock is ticking as the UK prepares to officially leave the European Union. Listen to the No Nonsense Breakfast with Julia Hartley-Brewer tomorrow morning from 6:30, when she'll be joined by Times journalists to discuss the latest Brexit developments. Don't just be informed. Be well informed with debate, analysis, and opinion from right across the political spectrum. Countdown to Brexit with Julia Hartley-Brewer. Weekday mornings from 6:30 on Talk Radio with the Times.
Turn the heating down. You can tell me where to go.
When the McCulloch man mows his lawn with his McCulloch lawnmower, he powers through even the toughest grass with one goal in mind: to finish the job before the match starts. And with his McCulloch
I've got an hour of my award-winning radio show
to
do.
job done.
This is
That's
how I'm
why
doing
his mates envy his lawn as well as his team. Get your McCulloch lawnmower and other garden power tools at good DIY stores nationwide or at McCulloch.com. McCulloch, the power to get the job done.
I'm not shit. It's how I want to work in my studio on my bloody show.
How little time it takes to shave your head with the all-new Pitbull from Skull Shaver. No nicks, no cuts, no problem. You can shave your face or hair.
No, I'd sit there with Sam for 5 minutes and warm up. No,
From
but then come back.
Shaver just does the job.
Fucking
It's the
hell,
perfect
mate.
Father's Day gift too, or the perfect you gift.
So
Whatever.
bad.
Save 10% right now.
Put
Go
my
to
jacket on.
skullshaver.com and use promo code radio.
Connor, that was quite a shift.
Yeah, you know, credit to the team.
Any assists?
Yeah, like with the LG 4K Super UHD TV. It delivers rich, accurate colour from any seat in the room. Just $679 for the 55-inch. In fact, buy any 55-inch plus TV this summer, there's a 1 in 20 chance to get your money back. At Curry's PC World, we help you get it right.
16 plus, excludes Northern Ireland, ends 26th of 6th. Register 32 to 42 days after
I'll have a bed,
purchase. Full
please.
terms at currys.co.uk/free TV.
Why are the Nissan Qashqai and Juke the UK's best ever selling crossovers? What does all their amazing tech make them capable of? Find out at our Nissan Crossover Test the Best event. Book a test drive at your local dealer and you'll get an extra £500 deposit contribution on a 0% APR representative finance deal. But hurry, the offer ends soon. Nissan, innovation that excites. Available on new Qashqai and Juke diesel models for retail customers only. Offer excludes Vizia. Nissan finance subject to status over 18s. Participating dealers. Offer ends 1st of July 2018. Based on sales figures 1st of January 2010 to 31st of December 2017. T's and C's apply at nissan.co.uk.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
Talk Radio on the Hour News headlines.
Good morning, I'm James Lynch. Hundreds of people have taken part in a march around Grenfell Tower to remember 50 people died there a year ago.
Fucking hell!
He wore green in
Here comes a homeless grandmother.
The health secretary says lifting a visa
Come on,
cap to
Nana.
recruit more medical
Come on,
staff
Nana.
from
Come and
abroad
sit in,
shows
Nana.
the NHS values their
Show the
skills.
boys and girls what
Medical
Nana's wearing.
professionals are currently required to compete against engineers, bankers, and IT experts for skilled worker visas.
God,
but they'll now
you would
be
hate.
excluded
You
from
would
a limited
hate it if
number
you had to
given
live with
out.
me,
Jeremy
because I have the bedroom,
Whatever your views
windows
on
open,
Brexit debate,
freezing
I
cold.
believe that
I
we
love
drew
it.
false
So
comfort from the idea that if we didn't train enough at home, we'd always be able to import people. Now, people from overseas do a fantastic job. The NHS would fall over.
Conservative rebels have rejected a Brexit peace deal. They've accused the government of breaking promises over their right to a meaningful vote. 5 teenagers have been jailed for murdering a 17-year-old following months of tit-for-tat attacks in Kent. They've been given between 16 and 24 years each behind bars for the stabbing in October. Gay rights campaigner Peter Tatchel's been released after being arrested in Moscow. It follows his one-man protest near the Kremlin. The activist explained to Talk Radio why he did it.
To ensure that President Putin does not win an unchallenged PR coup with the World Cup. He needs to be called out about human rights abuses in Russia and Syria, but in particular about the intense persecution of lesbian, gay, bisexual and transgender people.
just
in
laughing away,
Chechnya.
wrapped up in
And
a
Royal
blanket,
Mail
laughing at
says it
nothing.
won't allow flags to be flown from its vehicles during the World Cup. The postal firm says they can block the driver's view and could create a hazard if they blow
I'm in a
off.
t-shirt.
However, workers can show their support with flags in offices and mail centres. Your weather
Roger, I
went
don't know
lighter
if you
than
watch. If
yesterday
you're watching
morning,
on the
but still
YouTube, but I might be
freezing
up for a little bit of
Friday
Overwatch when I
will
get
be
back
sunny,
tonight.
but some showers.
If you fancy that.
I might. I've got to stay up in half an hour.
Across the UK.
No, I'm not playing Overwatch with you. You've never played it before.
DAB.
The wild man
Can't
of
do
late
it.
night radio, Iain Lee.
Differently
No, no,
interesting
I'm not gonna
nocturnal
marry.
emissions from a legend of late night radio. On air and off the leash.
The late night alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio. We'll get you talking.
0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Dan hasn't tweeted. Dan Rhodes hasn't tweeted since October last year. Could you if you want you I'm not even going to describe what Catherine is wearing, okay? But I have the studio nice and cold. It's a trick it turns out David Letterman does the same thing, but I've been doing it for ages. I have the studio freezing cold because it keeps me alert, keeps me awake. If I have it warm or hot, I get sleepy, I get lethargic, my brain isn't as sharp. Now, Catherine, whose brain is never sharp, complains bitterly about what she claims is the bitter cold. It's not. It's 16 degrees in here, which is absolutely fine. When I go into a hotel
The European
room...
Union would have something to say about that temperature.
Well, thank God the Brexit boys won. when I go and stay in a hotel room, and sometimes Kath will come round because I'm bored, and she'll walk in and I've seen her walk out immediately because it's too cold. She says, I'll meet you downstairs in the bar. Because it's too cold. That's outrageous. I won't describe what she's wearing, but she looks like an old homeless lady from the 1800s. If you go to youtube.com/Iain Lee, look for the live feed, you will see her. You will see her there. Can you do me a favour? Oh, no, I'll do it tomorrow. It's fine.
What's the favour?
No, it's a bit...
Does it involve anything? Because I'm not doing it. You won't even put this up by a fraction, so no favours.
Yeah, no, it's all right. Don't worry. It's just to do a little bit of production, but don't worry about it.
No favours, mate.
Right, okay. So we're going to play Yes Word or S Word. Sam is calling you out there, actually. I think you need to... Sam, bit busy, mate. We should have asked earlier, but okay, if you could go out and help Sam. You can leave your computer here.
I won't be leaving it open.
My precious. I've never seen The Hobbit. I don't know if that's what she looks like. Right. So the way this works is I'm going to play a song that I haven't heard that's been sent in by one of you, dear listener, and you can phone up and you come straight. Just been a bit quiet on the phone, so we might not get many calls on this, and that's fine. But this really is a chance to either help give young talent that little boost, that little bit of support that they need, or to crush them if they're pony. Choice is yours. So I'm going to play a song, and you phone up and you come straight to air and you say either yes word, as in it's good, or you say the S word. You don't say the S word because lots of you have actually been phoning up to swear. Please don't swear. It's the reason why we've not done this feature for a couple of weeks is because we had so many swear words and complaints, and I had to kind of judge. So please, I'm begging you, don't phone up and swear, because it really gets us in trouble, okay? Right, the number you need to dial is 0344 499 1000. So this is from Ben Dane Smith, and I'm gonna. It's on Spotify, and it's called Deadbeat City Blues. The Deadbeat City Blues by Ben Dane Smith. 03. Yes, allow Spotify. For crying out loud. Ben. Oh, Spotify is so pony. I mean, I don't know unless they're advertising with us, in which case it's great. People are phoning in and we haven't even started it. Right, here we go. So, this is... Right, 03... Oh, it's jaunty. 0344 499 1000. What? Hang on a minute. I don't think this is the right song. No, that's not the right song. Hang on a minute. Has anyone got a Spotify account I can use? Hang on. Here we go. This is it. 0344 499 1000. Ben Dane Smith. Yes word or S word? Line 1, straight in there. Yes word or S word? Okay, okay, that's terrifying. Oh, 0344 499 1000. Yes word or S word? Line 2, yes word or S word?
Definitely yes word.
Thank you very much indeed, caller. And you've got 2 more minutes to call in, guys. 0344 499 1000. Hello, line 3, yes word or S word?
Yes, it's very sexy. I like it very much.
Sexy?
Yes, it's very, very sexy.
Okay, line 4, yes word or S word?
Is it India?
Oh, for crying out loud. Line 5, Ben Dane Smith, yes word or S word?
Hello, this is very funny. I like it. I think it is... No, I think it is shit.
Please don't swear. Please don't swear. Please, please, please. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Let's go to line 5. Line 5, yes word or S word?
It's a yes from me.
Oh, do you like it?
I do.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you. Line 6, yes word or S word?
That is awesome. Massive yes.
Is this you singing?
No, it's good though, isn't it?
Hey, it's all right, isn't it? Line 7, yes word or S word? Thanks for your call. Line 8, yes word or S word?
Yes, word. It sounds a bit like Blondie. I like it.
It doesn't sound anything like Blondie. Line 9, yes word or S word?
Steve from Twickenham here. Is it Ghostbusters 2?
Right, it's just taking the piss. Please watch your language, callers. 0344 499 1000. Deadbeat City Blues by Ben Dane Smith. Line 1, yes word or S word?
Hello, yeah, I think this is Boss.
You think
Yes,
it?
word.
You think it's what? Boss.
Boss, as in, what cat is to you? Boss.
Oh, okay. Right. Well, why do you like it so much?
I think it's groovy. I like it. It sounds a little bit like, the sort of stuff I might get down to on a Friday night.
Okay, you dirty mare. Let's go to line 3. Line 3, yes word or S word?
Cheesy helmet, cheesy helmet.
Right, that's rude.
cheesy
Can you stop saying
helmet.
cheesy helmet, please? That's rude. Thank you. Line 4, yes word. Line 4, yes word or S word?
G'day, mate. Is it India?
Right, get stuffed, idiot, idiot, absolute idiot. There we go. We're done. I think that was prime. I think that was. Let me just add the stats up. Hang on a second. That was 82% yes word. Oh, Kath, you missed it.
Oh, is that any good?
Yeah, it was right. 82% yes word, which is exciting. Let's go to Julie. Good evening, Julie.
Good evening, Ian. Good evening, Kath.
Hello.
I like Julie doing a serious voice. This is what we want. Good evening.
It's a bit of pretense. I'm phoning up in support of Kath and the Littergate.
Yes.
Oh yeah, go on.
I quite frequently, if I see, even if I don't know them and they litter, I'll say, "Could you pick that up, please?"
Just kids, is it? Would you do it? Would you do it to a big 7-foot bloke?
Yeah, I think I would.
I don't. Well, whoa, oh. So you have. So you haven't.
I haven't.
Right, but you just
I
pick on
would do.
kids. You just pick on kids.
But the thing is, it's like if they don't pick it up,
Yeah.
it's then what do you come back with?
Well-
do you know what I mean? And that's the thing. You see.
That's why you do. That's why you do
should
it.
be ashamed of yourself.
That's why you do it with
or-
kids, because you can bully them. That's why you two women do it with kids, because you can bully them, and that's fine if you accept that.
Bullying?
Yeah.
Or is it not just caring?
Moral responsibility.
Yeah.
Right.
No sense of moral responsibility.
Catherine, you intimidated a child
I didn't.
at a pivotal moment in his development
No.
with the implicit threat you were going to tell his mum when all he was doing was having a bit of fun with his mates, and you humiliated him in front of his
He
mates.
He didn't just litter. He drop kicked it with gay abandon to amuse his friends.
And you're using the phrase "gay abandon" because you think people will be sniggering. Well, actually, my audience is quite sophisticated. Well, Julie's sniggering because she's your audience. My audience is not sniggering because they are very sophisticated. Your audience is very lowbrow. My audience is middlebrow at the least, up to highbrow. You stink.
I think really this is you projecting your own problems.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm very confident.
Did you used to like to litter? And did you get told off?
I've never done that. I've never done that. I agree with Kath. I've never done it.
But okay. So just to clarify, Julie, you've told off children.
Yes.
But you've never told off an adult for it. That's a bit
I would do. I would do.
Well, I've seen adults littering all the time.
Really?
Yes.
I don't see many people. It tends to be school kids.
You live in Bromley, and that's a shithole.
Thanks.
Don't swear, Ian. It's not clever.
That actually was quite clever.
Funny, though.
That was quite clever.
Don't encourage him.
That was
Yeah,
quite
it
clever and quite funny. But I did it because she's your audience and she's common. My audience are middle class upwards.
Really?
Yeah.
You're on the wrong show.
No. No scumbags on my watch.
Wow.
Oh man, I'm so high on life. I got Jesus in my soul,
But you
and I'm
make
so
it sound
high.
like I berated this kid. I didn't. I said it. I did it in a very jokey way. Excuse me, I think you dropped something, knowing that he knew he hadn't
Yeah,
dropped
and then
it.
you-
And he said, "Whoops, I dropped it."
Then you named
And
him in front of his mates. So he was. That's the same as saying, "I know your mum, and I'm going to tell her."
Is it?
And you're saying, and you said as you were telling
They
me
were
this,
trying to be a little bit cheeky to
as
me, going,
you-
"Oh, ignore my mate. He's a bit silly."
as you were telling me this, you were cackling away.
I know.
Cackling away. And you were going, you said to me, yeah, well, the thing is, he thinks I'm now going to tell his mum, and I might do, I might not. I'm gonna make him sweat for a while. That's what she said to me, Julie.
Well,
I wanted to know if you saw somebody do the same or drop some litter and you didn't know them, would you ask them to pick it up?
Actually,
Great question, Julie. Interesting question.
When
Yeah.
I first said, "Excuse me, I think you dropped something," I didn't actually know it was the kid that I knew.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So the answer is yes. Good.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that one.
Because I would expect, I wouldn't mind if someone did that to my daughter, because she knows not to do it as well.
Jimmy, the idiot boy, has done a great picture of you. Have you seen that? On your Twitter feed. Thank you, Jimmy.
Is he about to get blocked?
No, not at all. He's done a great picture. Could you, Jimmy, to make it better, could you replace Elliot's face with my face, please? He's done you as ET in the basket because you've got that blankie on.
Blocked.
No, don't, Jimmy. You're not blocked,
Not to
mate.
you. I can block who I want.
No, you're not blocked, mate. You're not blocked.
Yeah.
Jimmy, not by me, mate.
Yeah.
If you can put my face in,
I'm
that'd
going
be
to block him.
That'd be great.
I'm going to block him.
Okay. I'm going to cut you off now, Julie, because
You're not agreeing with his narrative.
No, not at all. She's lowering the IQ of the listenership. 0344.
But look.
0344 499 1000. Another 45 minutes of this rubbish before Paul Ross comes in and does his rubbish. Let's be honest. The late hours on Talk Radio is not very sophisticated. I'm Iain Lee. This is Catherine Boyle. This is the late night alternative, weeknights from 10 on Talk Radio.
Talk Radio.
Join the Talk Nation.
Dial up and Talk Radio.
We'll get you talking.
Why are the Nissan Qashqai and Duke the UK's best ever selling crossovers? What does all their amazing tech make them capable of? Find out at our Nissan Crossover Test the Best event. Book a test drive at your local dealer and you'll get an extra £500 deposit contribution on a 0% APR representative finance deal. But hurry, the offer ends soon. Nissan, innovation that excites. Available on new Qashqai and Duke diesel models for retail
Matt
customers
Block is
only.
saying.
Offer excludes
I don't
Vizia,
think
Nissan
Kath knows
Finance,
what
subject to
drop kick
status,
is.
over 18s. Participating dealers. Offer ends 1st of July
Well,
2018.
actually, she
Based on
knows
sales
better
figures
than
1st of January
most of you
2010
lot.
to 31st of December 2017. T's and C's apply at nissan.co.uk.
Forget history. Forget the years of hurt. Forget the red cards. Forget the missed handballs. Forget the brilliance. Forget being an underdog. Forget every game that has gone before, because all that matters is now.
Harry Kane, England's main goal-getter, is getting his eye in for the summer.
The 2018 FIFA World Cup on ITV.
What do you fancy for lunch?
Great taste of America's back at McDonald's. There's that Tennessee stack.
What's that?
Well, I do declare. There's 2 beef burgers,
Uh-huh.
mighty fine onions, bacon, and heavens to Betsy, a smoky Tennessee-style barbecue sauce in a flour-topped bun. Y'all coming?
Darn tootin' I am.
Great taste of America is back at McDonald's. Go all out for the smoking Tennessee stack with a sweet and smoky barbecue sauce. Around until 26th of June. Available from 10:30 a.m. subject to availability, participating restaurants only.
And here at the Construction Site Cup, the contractor team is down to 10 men. But wait, they're bringing on a super subby. A few, in fact. Brickies, Sparkies, Chippies. What a hat trick! Looks like this contractor and these subcontractors used some great tactics and went to supersubby.com, where contractors find subbies and subbies find contractors by skills, location, and trade. It's free for subbies with a 3-month free trial for contractors. So download the free app or visit supersubby.com. Super Subby, the new, smarter way to find site worker workers.
Late night conversation worth losing sleep over. The late night alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
0344 499 1000. The switchboard is empty, so now will be a good time. Vix on Twitter is fast becoming our spooky bullshine correspondent because she sent me a story from the Mirror from the 11th of June. When's that? Now. Now, girlfriend dumps partner. Let's get some. We need the appropriate.
It's gone the 11th.
Okay, all right, mate, calm down.
15th.
All right, mate, don't get a boner. Well, no, it can't be the 15th. Oh no, it is. It's Thursday.
It's payday, mate.
I get okay.
Now
All right,
loaded.
All right. Well, not as loaded as me. And I get paid every Wednesday. Not for this job, but I do a lot of other jobs. And actually, I've got paid. I got paid this Wednesday more. I didn't even know a lot. And I got sent a check. TV Good Morning Britain paid me directly. They sent me a check instead of going through my agent. So that's 15% I get to keep. Please don't tell him I said that. Girlfriend dumps partner.
I might not.
Okay. I'll just deny it. Girlfriend dumps partner.
Send in the recording.
Girlfriend dumps partner. He should actually listen if he was any good. Girlfriend dumps partner after ghost of 7-foot circus ringmaster followed him home from exorcism. This is in the Mirror. It's a true story. Ed Booker says his health... Get this guy on the show tomorrow night, please, after Denny Lane. In fact, we can even bump Denny Lane for this guy, Ed Booker. Ed Booker says his health went downhill and unexplainable or inexplicable?
Yeah.
Isn't it? It's inexplicable. Things started happening after the sinister ritual. A heartbroken man... I just need to just focus because this is quite a sad story. This sounds like one of those stories by Dan Rhodes. A heartbroken man says his girlfriend dumped him because the ghost of a 7-foot-tall circus ringmaster followed him home from an exorcism. God, I bet that would put the willies up him, wouldn't it?
7 foot.
Ed Booker, 37, took part in the sinister ritual to rid a home of evil spirits. But by the way, when I move into my new house, I'm going to be having a séance with Catherine, with regular caller Dredge, and with a couple of other people, Scott Balcony and a couple of others, and we're going to be streaming it live on the YouTube channel. Ed Booker, 37, took part in the sinister ritual to rid a home of evil spirits, but he never realised the horrifying consequences it would have on his life. He claims, I can't wait to read the 28 comments at the bottom of this story. He claims his health rapidly went downhill and inexplicable things started happening after he participated in the paranormal cleansing. Isn't that what Richard Blackwood did in that programme once? He says, "Die" was scrawled on the inside of his windows, and he even snapped an image showing the menacing circus worker, Circa, lurking down a darkened corridor. And there's a picture, and there's a circle in the picture, but you can't actually see anything. The final straw for his girlfriend, Donna Hall, 31, came when she was attacked and pinned down by a macabre force at their home in Worthing, West Sussex. Ed claims.
I found him.
Get Ed on my show. He said, "This ghost is ruining my life."
Don't do the voice if you want to get him on.
This ghost is ruining my life. My ex was attacked and pinned down. I've had mediums come in, and they've been attacked too. I'm tempted to go to Worthing.
It's interesting because he says he's a psychic medium on here.
Okay, well, I'm tempted to go to Worthing. I'm tempted to go to his house. I've woken up with painful scratches down my arm. I feel like I'm in danger. It has destroyed my relationship. My health is still suffering quite a lot. I'm always depressed. Once I get out of the house, I perk up, but my mood drops as soon as I go back in. I'm with you on that, brother. And my place ain't haunted. I would love the company.
What, even if it's a 7-foot circus man?
Yeah, you'd have to duck. I don't know why it seems to want me, Ed continues. People have said it's not the flat that's evil, it's you. It's attached itself to you. Ed has always been interested in the supernatural, and he's also taken part in several exorcisms as part of a ghost hunting group. Oh, by the way, you know we had that psychic phone up. What was her name? Helen? Was it Helen?
Heavenly
Angel? Heavenly Father. Anyway, she invited me to go to a ghost hunt. I'm in New York with the boys then, so I can't do it. The dark tale started when he and a team of paranormal investigators were called to rid a family home of dark forces which had been tormenting the teenage son and his friends in Horsham, West Sussex. Ed said, we didn't like it as soon as we walked through the front door. Even the skeptics in the group didn't want to go in. When it came to do the clearing, it just felt wrong. There were a lot of spirits there, all very negative. Then this figure came up in the middle of us. I can only describe it as a circus ringmaster, dressed all in black with a big top hat and a shovel on its shoulder. It was just staring at us with a grin full of dirty, broken teeth. In the following days, Ed, who takes tour groups around haunted buildings, said friends began seeing a tall, shadowy figure in the background. Ed even snapped some images, claiming they showed the ghost he claims is ruining his life. Okay, it goes on quite a bit. Okay, right. Where are the comments? I want to read the comments. 28 comments. Oh, Penguin 11. Sounds more like a Victorian funeral director. Gosh says, ghosts don't exist. But that's had 3 thumbs down.
From the ghosts.
Wow, these comments are great. I see Lezozo 95. I wouldn't be able to leave my other half if this was happening to him. How could you leave someone to deal with it on their own? And before skeptics completely come back at me and say this stuff doesn't happen, yes, it does. And I have witnessed it with my own eyes. It's not something you take lightly. Cat 4. Okay. Well, there's loads of people just agreeing with it. Wow. Aero 274. You just don't mess. Everyone's agreeing with it. No one's calling it out for bullshit, which means it's got to be true. You just don't mess with what you don't understand. Supernatural is everywhere. But as long as you are invisible to them, they are invisible to you. Once you start to tamper with that stuff, you're seen. And then it's very hard to become unseen again. Again, for the skeptics, no, I don't have any imaginary friends. I don't drink alcohol. I've never touched drugs. And no, I'm not mentally unstable. Then Les Dawson's piano has written, I think you'll find you are. Oh. Then someone else has said, all I can hope is that you never, ever have anything like this happen to you. Les Dawson's piano replies, it won't. That old chestnut, I've lost a few exes that way. Wowzers, that's great.
I've got a phone number for him. I'm going to ring him tomorrow.
Hey, beautiful. Let's get him on the show. Let's find out what's going on. You know, I love stuff like this. I love stories like this. We'll find out what's happening. 03. I tell you what we'll do. Last 30 minutes of the show, we'll take calls straight to air. No withheld numbers, I'm afraid, because we've got a couple of idiots.
That's me.
Oh, all right. So we'll take calls straight to air. Last 30 minutes of the show. 0344 499 1000. This is Talk Radio.
Across the UK, online and on DAB, the Independent Republic of Mike Graham on Talk Radio.
Blasted rhetoric from the Banana Republic for people who think capital punishment isn't going nearly far enough.
Join me, the Reverend Mike Graham. Revolutionary, rebellious, rebuilt, rebranded.
Dangerous mid-morning debate with the great dictator.
The Independent Republic of Mike Graham.
This morning from 10
on Talk Radio. Uncut after-hours conversation for the up-all-night generation. The late-night alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio. We'll get you talking.
Don't forget, there's 2 podcasts you can get. We have, there's actually quite a few. There's a daily best of this show where Kath gets 30 minutes of the best bits and puts it out, and it goes out online every night. We had 3 podcasts yesterday. We had a best of. We had Kenny Jones, drummer with the Small Faces, the Faces and the Who, and also Ryan and Chris from the Take It Away Paul McCartney podcast. And loads of you sent really nice messages. And Ryan, in his day job, he works for Atlantic Records. He lives in California. He works for Atlantic Records. And he messaged me last night saying, I really love that. By the way, I'm going to be in New York next week. I believe you're going to be in New York. If no pressure, but if you want to come and have a look around Atlantic Records, you'd be very welcome to. Oh, mate! I said, yeah. So next Thursday, I'm going to Atlantic Records in New York. I might bump into Stephen Stills. Imagine. So there's those three podcasts, and every Thursday we also release a show that Catherine and I do in front of a live audience called The Rabbit Hole. So one went up about 22 hours ago. If you go to Acast or iTunes or your usual podcast provider, type in Iain Lee, Talk Radio, Catherine Boyle, you'll find them. Call straight to air, line 1, you're on the wireless. Hello? Hello? We can't hear you. We kind of heard you, and then we can't hear you, and you've gone. So that was a big build-up for absolutely nothing.
Strange.
How strange.
I
Spooky.
wonder if it was the circus man.
Hey, I wonder if it is. What's funny, right? Because I swing back and forth between sort of believing in ghosts and or sort of being open to the possibility of ghosts and not. And we are going to do a séance, probably on a Saturday or maybe a Sunday night. Maybe we'll do it midnight on a Saturday night in my new place, right? Some sheep live nearby, so that means there's probably bodies buried there.
There is a spooky church.
Yeah, there is a very spooky. Maybe we do it on the. We won't do it on the steps of the church because we need Wi-Fi, but we are going to do it. But part of me is starting to get a little bit nervous about it. What if I get that house possessed by demons, even though they don't exist, and my life is made of misery?
Well, that's the risk you take when you dabble.
It's the risk you take, isn't it? Hello, line 1.
It's a great call.
Sam looks so unimpressed. He's just sat there going, shaking his head. You're not the first person to sit on that side of the glass shaking their head at me during the show, but at least you're doing it with love, whereas the other person was
furious.
Was furious with you. So I was stared at, eyes locked, like that. Imagine trying to create under those conditions.
Yes, that person doesn't work with us anymore.
Well, I bet they will. I've heard that they're producing you next week. Anyway,
they are not.
03 444 991 1000. Call straight to air. If you come and have a go if you think you're hard enough. Oh, that's George Galloway, isn't it?
Yes.
Come and have a go if you think you're. Why do they have a George Galloway impersonator in George Galloway's trails when George Galloway works here and they can ask George Galloway to record the George Galloway lines for the George Galloway trail?
Stunt George Galloway.
Yeah.
It's a stunt.
It's
double.
Yeah. Okay. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. You warm enough?
No.
Good. Good. Seriously, it makes your brain sharper. I'm starting a campaign to make exam halls cold for kids. Better grades. Pushy parents. The size of that kid's ears. Look at the size of that kid's ears in that picture.
Don't ear shame, but they are large.
Aren't they?
Maybe he's elven.
He looks it, doesn't he? Pushy parents are using video footage to challenge results at school sports days. I can believe that.
Time.
Well, the last I'm only going to make one of my son's school sports days. And I tell you what's great doing this silly job is that every Friday, I've not been able to do it for quite a while, but I went last week. Every Friday, my eldest plays sports, and one week they'll go to another school, next week it'll be at theirs, and so I get to go. And last week I went to watch them playing cricket. A load of 8-year-olds playing cricket. Now I hate cricket. It was an awful game, and even when it's your own son playing it, it's tedious. But it's still nice to go and sit outside and pretend that you're paying attention. Yeah. It's lovely. Of course I was paying attention. To talk about. And some mums and dads have even launched bitter social media campaigns in a bid to have results overturned. I can believe that, because at the sports day last year, there were these parents, it's like 7-year-olds, right? Not the parents, the kids, really getting into, really shouting at their flipping it, mate. Get over it. I recorded it and sent it to you. Yes, I did. Hello, line 1.
Hello, Ian. Hello, Cass. Hello.
Hello, line 1. You're live on Talk Radio.
Hello, it's Lauren. How are you?
Hello, Lauren. Yeah, good, thank you. What you got for us?
I went to my son's sports day today, and I filmed all of the events he was in.
But did you film them to use as evidence in case there was a bad call, or did you film them as, I don't know, a nice reminder of a lovely thing?
Oh, he came dead last in absolutely everything.
Beautiful.
So it was more to just show that I was there, because afterwards he went, I didn't see you, Mummy. And I went, well, I filmed everything.
Now, when you filmed everything, were you looking through the screen?
I just pointed it in the right direction and then watched. Once I saw his performance, I was like, oh, we're going to have to delete these anyway.
Oh, flipping it. Blimey, look at that. She's ashamed of her own son. Ashamed. Because I went and saw an assembly today that my eldest was in, and my wife and my mother-in-law couldn't go, so I filmed his little bits, took some pictures and filmed his little bits. But I make a real point of not looking through the phone. So I just hold the phone and point it, and I make sure I'm looking directly at him using my eyes and my memory banks to take it all in. Because we all spend too much time looking through tiny little lenses at stuff that we should be using our brains for.
Oh, my son is like pure white blonde, so I can just point it at the blonde one, and I know I'm going to film him. So I'm quite all right in that regard.
Yeah. It's the thing. I've got so many films and pictures of my kids. I'm never going to watch them. I'm never going to watch them. I do this thing. I've got this app where you get each month you can get 45 pictures sent to you for free, like the actual off your phone. You just pick 45 pictures and they send you photos for, I think it's $3.99 for postage. That's all it costs, and I do that from time to time. But I've got so much rubbish that I've filmed that I'm never going to look at it again. I don't know. Waste of time. It's a waste of time.
I've got so many things of my son on my phone. I mean, I'm going to have to delete the sports day ones because he threw a massive hissy fit.
Oh, really?
Oh, even worse, he didn't notice I was there, but he noticed his father was there and threw a hissy fit at him.
Oh, well, there you go. That's what the hissy fit was about. The hissy fit wasn't about doing badly in it. It was about
the fact that his dad saw.
Yeah, it's about the internal ramifications and politics of that relationship with his parents. That's what that is.
Oh, I don't care. I told him you did better than I did at my sports days. I was terrible.
That sounds like excellent parenting, Lauren. But you've genetically passed down bad sports skills, and that's only your fault. 0344 499 1000. Pushy parents are using video footage to challenge results at school sports days, and some mums and dads have even launched bitter social media campaigns in a bid to have results overturned. Parents have been pestering teachers with evidence and demanding football-style video assistant referee reviews of egg and spoon races and obstacle course events. Jesus.
For what? For what? They're not going to break any Olympic records.
Oh, God, no. I'm saying Jesus because I think it's terrible these parents have to resort to this. The school should have this technology already signed up. And instead of getting poxy teachers and classroom assistants to do spend a few quid and get proper referees in.
Goal line technology.
If you're going to do it properly. Sean Evans, head teacher at Minid Beacon School in Cardiff, has now told off parents for their childish behaviour. She wrote in a letter, snooty letter, I suspect. Teacher's word is final.
Oh.
The members of staff at the finish line and nobody else have the absolute final say as to the first, second and third place positions. Heidi hi, campers! Unfortunately, parents have approached members of staff with evidence that they filmed on devices such as iPads in order to prove that their child should have been awarded a higher position in a particular race, Jonathan! Comments also appeared on Facebook. If this happens again, there is a strong possibility we will have to consider changing the competitive nature of the sports morning. Members of staff work hard. The arrangements for the smooth running of the morning are very tight and take quite a bit of arranging. It's a shocking story.
All over the place.
It's a shocking story. It really is a shocking story. Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Hello.
Hello there, Line 1.
Hello. You all right?
I'm fine, thank you, mate. I'm a bit hungry, actually. What you got for us?
Well, interesting you say, because I usually call in. My name's Ollie. I've just been looking on Harry Nilsson on Wikipedia.
Yeah, Harry Nilsson, yeah.
Yep. Could you put me on to him? He played Coconut.
But the lime in the coconut, you take the belly of bone. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant. And also, I've been listening to other ones on YouTube. Can you believe that Gotta Get Up
Yeah.
is not on his Greatest Hits album?
Well, was it a hit?
I don't know.
Well, it's a great song, but that might explain why it's not on his greatest hits. If it wasn't a hit...
R.E.M. didn't have a Shiny Happy People on their Greatest Hits, did they?
Well, and you're blaming Harry Nilsson for that? Right, we're good. Right.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. I'm glad he's dead. I'm joking.
Right. Chart position of Gotta Get Up Nilsson. Right.
Oh, it's a brilliant song.
Yeah, I don't think it was released as a single.
Oh, well, there you go then.
Well, then that...
Can't answer.
It's a great song.
I'm such a fool.
You are.
I feel really silly now.
You should be ashamed. And you know what? Kath is probably already planning to go and tell your mum about it, because that's what she does.
I might not. You just have to wonder.
Oh, God, it's torture, Ollie.
That is really, really harsh, isn't it?
Thank you very much indeed. 0344 499 1000, the late night alternative with Iain Lee and Catherine Boyle, only on Talk Radio.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
A new kind of talk radio. We'll get you talking.
Hello, sir. So you're
Hello,
interested in our
sir.
Vivaro van with up to
4 years warranty?
Exactly. Plus up to 4 years
That's funny,
servicing.
that damn road,
Right
isn't it?
again.
It takes a little
And
bit
4
getting used
years,
to.
0% APR
I
finance.
haven't read that.
Vauxhall Help to Buy.
Really?
Search Vauxhall Vivaro.
I was
Vauxhall,
living in the
British
flat, so it
brand
must have
since
been right. So it must have
1903.
been after
Conditional
2000.
sale. 4 years, 0%
I remember
APR.
pissing
Minimum
myself.
18% deposit plus VAT at 20% on total price. Financed by Vauxhall Finance, subject to status, 18 plus, business users only, T's and C's, mileage limitations and exclusions apply.
How do you think England are going to do this summer, Bob?
I don't know, John, but I've got a good feeling about Iceland. They're demonstrating an impressive 3-2-1 formation.
That's right. 3 Restaurante pizzas, 2 garlic breads, and a 1.5-liter bottle of Pepsi Max. All for only £5.
With a lineup like that, there's no way you
It's
can
the
lose.
little old lady from Pasadena. It's the little old lady from
Subject to availability. See in store for
Go,
details.
Granny, go, Granny, go,
Connor,
Granny,
that was
go.
quite a shift.
Yeah, you know, credit to the team.
Any assists?
Yeah, like with the new Sony XF87 TV, with an exceptionally realistic picture. Just 1199 for the 55-inch. In fact, buy any 55-inch plus TV this summer, there's a 1 in 20 chance to get your money back. At Curry's PC World, we help you get it right.
16 plus, excludes Northern Ireland, ends 26th of 6th. Register 32 to 42 days after purchase. Full terms at currys.co.uk/free TV.
Let me tell you about Sky Entertainment. And let me tell you about Sky Broadband Unlimited. Because whether you're an existing or new Sky TV customer, you can bring them together and save over 30%. You'll enjoy the latest big screen dramas and catch-up
It's
TV.
the little old lady from Pasadena.
Bring them together
Such a great
and
vibe.
save over 30%. Search Sky Offer. Hurry. Offer ends 21st of June. Kit loaned at no cost. Separate contracts. TV £20 a month for 18 months. Broadband £18 a month for 12 months. Compares prices after 18 months. TV £25. Broadband £30. Sky Network areas. New broadband customers only.
Greetings, Earthlings. We come in peace. We wish to communicate with your leader.
I'm Howard Hughes. Join me this Sunday night from 10 for a trip into the outer limits.
Untwist the lid on Talk Radio's specimen jar of the psychic, the supernatural, and the simply unexplainable.
The Unexplained with Howard Hughes. Sunday night from 10. Earth time on Talk Radio.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. This is what I meant to do at the start of the show.
Oh, was the show going to be all about that?
Yes, it was. It's called straight to air until 1 o'clock. Paul Ross will be in then. This is okay.
0344 499 1000.
Yeah, that's it. All right. Just Giving, you know the Just Giving website, has pocketed £200,000 from Grenfell Tower donations, The Sun can reveal.
Ooh.
Well, no. I don't care.
Tell me more.
Because that's how Just Giving works.
Right.
The fundraising site has kept hold of 5% of the £4 million given to help survivors and relatives. It has refused calls from Grenfell campaigners to give up its cut, which it says is for running and monitoring donor pages. That's how it works. That's how Just Giving works.
You have to pay people.
That's how Just Giving works, and it's a lot of money, but 4 million quid has been raised, okay? And I think it's really mean of the Sun to link Grenfell with this, because it's the anniversary, and you know, obviously it's such a huge tragedy, and I just think it's a little bit mean of the Sun to kind of, because that's how it works. That's how Just Giving works. There are other sites that I think take a slightly smaller percentage, but that's how these sites work. You know, if I were to go and do a sponsored run and I was to raise 150 quid, if I was to raise £1,000, I'd have to give 50 quid of that. I think that's 5%, isn't it? Yeah. I'd have to give 50 quid of that to think, and it's just because you extrapolate to 4 million and it's £200,000. Now, whether that's right or wrong, I don't know. But the rules are clearly explained when you start a campaign on there. And those are the rules. You can't go, yeah, but we raised 4 million and it's for this thing that is a huge national tragedy.
Because everyone on there is raising money generally for something close to their hearts.
And now, if you disagree with it, the reason they can take that money is because it's really, really convenient. It's a really convenient way to raise money.
And
everyone knows
it's safe.
It's safe. It's trustworthy. It's not like they're going to go bust and you lose all that money.
Also, if you're the person raising the money, you don't want to be the one holding it
No.
all.
And you can say, look, if you go to my Just Giving page, you know it's a trusted thing, but it's a service. Just Giving is not a charity; it's a business. And you know, you can argue the ethics of making business out of charity. You know, that's fine, but that's the way. Just Giving declined to respond to fresh calls yesterday on the first anniversary of the disaster. Labour MP John Speller said, jumping on a bandwagon, I understand they need to cover their costs, but they should also recognise that making a significant profit isn't why people give their money to charity. They should see sense and cough up.
Well, Just Giving isn't a charity.
No, it's not. It's not. And that's really mean of John Speller MP. They should see sense and cough up. No, that's not how it works. And this isn't in any way an attack on Grenfell and the money that was raised. Of course it's not. This is just quite a mean story. Just Giving, which allows people to raise money at the click of a button, takes its 5% cut from every donation. It also charges charities a monthly subscription of up to £39. The site justifies the rake-off, as the Sun calls it, by saying it helps people raise more money more efficiently. Well, I tell you what, the Sun, why don't you set up a charity website where all of the money goes to the charity? Because the Sun is a big paper, big name. You know, if you say, if you just go to my Sun charity page, if you just type in my name, you'll get the Sun charity page, and all of the money goes to me. But why don't you do that and see how easy that is and see how cost effective that is? I think that's a really mean story, particularly on the anniversary. We were in New York when that happened, weren't we? We slept through it. I'm trying to work out because it happened.
By the time we turned the TV on in the morning.
Yeah, it was in the morning, wasn't it? We saw it. you phoned my room and said, yeah, turn the telly on, have a look at this. It was funny being that far away from it. Didn't quite, and we were obviously in New York, and we were having adventures, and it was hot, and we had no time to we didn't get how big it was, we didn't get how big it was, because we literally saw it, 30 seconds on American TV, I think it was. Maybe it was BBC Worldwide, I don't know. Anyway, I just think that's a really mean story, and just giving, they help people raise a lot of money that haven't got the organisational skills, the wherewithal, the internet now. Sure, there are other ways you can do it that take a smaller cut or don't take a cut. Build your own website if you want, but I just think that's a really mean story. Good evening, line 1. You're on the wireless.
Hello, Steve from Twickenham here. I just want to give you a quick preview of my show.
Yes, please, Steve.
Tomorrow morning.
Yes.
Okay, we're going to be talking about Bell Winton, my trip to a garden centre, my godchildren, and what I keep in the boot of my car.
Thank you very much, Steve. I look forward to it.
Make sure you're there for the spike, Ian.
Okay. Dan says, this is a good point, it's a bit like the Sun promoting the charity page or a charity single as they have in the past, while not donating every penny of the cover price of the paper from each day it promotes it. There's something. I'm not totally sure I buy into that, but there's something. Yeah. 0344 499 1000. Call straight to air for the last bit of the show. I'm really hungry. Stopping off at the petrol station on my way back. Going to buy 10 silk cup. Oh, God. Here we go. Want to live an extra 6 years? You've got to have faith. Being actively religious could add more than 6 years to your life, a study suggests. Where the hell do they get these stats from? And also, surely
it adds eternal life.
Well, yes, but also, the religious people wouldn't want those extra 6 years. They want to die ASAP so they can go and be with their maker, don't they?
Mm.
Researchers believe the social aspect of a religious community could improve well-being and bore the tits off you. And said religious rules prohibited unhealthy behaviours and promoted positive activity amongst the faithful. Flippin' heck, man.
Who said this? Was this a thing commissioned by...
I'll tell you in a minute. Let's go to line 1. 1, you're on the wireless.
I'm not listening to Steve anymore because he's missed out the bit where he does nothing but slag off celebrities for no reason at all.
Well,
and he can stick his spike.
Thank you very much indeed. Let's go to line 2. 2, you're on the wireless.
I'd really like a Alan Caddick 2019 calendar. Thank you.
Wow, CAD fan.
That was a first-time caller. That was a CAD fan. Well, no. Someone who really likes Alan Caddick would be a CAD file. Come on, yes!
You can have that.
There we go.
A CAD file.
That's funny on so many levels, but only some of you will get the really funny level. Yes, line 1, you're on the wireless.
Eid Mubarak to all the listeners.
Eid Mubarak.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Line 2, you're on the wireless.
What's your favourite curry?
What's my favourite curry? I don't know. Just like a. I don't know all the names of the curries. Just like a chicken one.
I quite like a shashlik.
What's your favourite Punjabi sweet?
Sorry?
What's your favourite Punjabi sweet?
Favourite Punjabi swear?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not prepared to say that on the radio. Thank you very much for your call.
You just disappointed him twice.
Yeah. I don't know the names of curries. I always get confused on it. There's a great curry house over the road from me. It's really nice, actually. And but I never know. I don't know what all the different curries are. And also, I don't know if they come with rice.
No, I always feel sheepish about ordering the ones I really like, so I'll try some different ones now and again.
Yeah, but what? You should just go for the one you like.
The shashlik's nice. Remember that? Shashlik?
Shashlik.
Yeah, chicken shashlik.
I don't know what that is.
Yes.
I don't know what. But also, I never know if they come with rice or not. Come in, Paul. You a curry man?
I had a curry yesterday evening. Nice jalfrezi.
Did it come with? Does a jalfrezi come with rice, or do you have to?
No, it didn't actually. I think Chinese curries tend to come with the rice, don't they? Chicken curry.
But
they
there is
the rice an extra.
There is a curry. Is it not a bindi. That's the
Balti.
The Balti. That comes.
Bucket. Yeah, that's a British invention, isn't it? Baltis, I think.
Oh, it's all British.
It's whatever the like, Urdu, I think, for bucket.
Yeah. Oh God.
Because they switch us up in a bucket. Always.
What tosh have you got on your show tonight?
Well,
I'm not being rude. That's how he
I
describes
heard you
it.
mentioning Harry Nilsson. It would have been his birthday today. He's born in 1941 today. I had that song 1941. So we're going to play, I think, the Moonbeam song, because I love that.
Oh,
So we're
mate.
playing a bit of that. He died in 94, of course. Also on the show, we're talking about mining for precious gems and minerals in outer space on asteroids.
Yep.
It's only apparently 10 years away.
Oh.
Also, we're talking about the disappearance of the hedgehog and the Huggy Bot. I've got a great PhD student. She's American, researching at the Max Planck Institute, the quantum physicist.
Max Planck
Institute, yeah, but
come
it's
on.
got a CK in it.
Right.
It's a proper name.
Yeah.
In Stuttgart, she's developed a 450-pound Huggy Bot that can give people the perfect hug. You tap it on its back, it releases you.
I like the sound of that. Although having seen not the TV series but the movie of Westworld, I don't know. Those bots can turn nasty.
She was at pains to point out it's nothing like those sex bots that we've also talked about on the programme in the
That's
past.
a shame.
And I did Most Haunted Live as the host for many years.
Yeah,
Yes.
And I never got involved in the investigations. They stuck me once in an abandoned mortuary in an old insane asylum in Wales for about 4 hours, which was interesting. We went to Gettysburg. The only thing I saw I couldn't explain was at Gettysburg, where something like 20,000 men lost their lives, 40,000 casualties, a third of Robert E. Lee's armies disappeared.
Yeah.
One civilian casualty, only one. A woman was shot, 23 years old, called Mary Virginia Wade. So they did a seance in where her kitchen was, where she'd been shot, because they've kept it. They had a big storm cover on the lamp, seriously, and there's no underground, there's nothing. And the flame flickered during the seance. And it really was odd, because there was no way wind could have got in. There was nothing in that room that could have... The only thing I couldn't explain was that.
You didn't have wind yourself?
I did not. I was lurking at the door. I watched it, and they did all the tests. They put the spirit levels down. And sometimes, in an old house, the pipes settle, and you get the noises, and in that field, you could run screaming, or there'd be something rumbling.
She's a great television performer, isn't she?
Well, also, she does feel that she has the gift herself,
right?
Which was sometimes slightly disconcerting for me, because I do the big intro, and here they are, our gallant team. As William Blake said, there is that which is known and that which is unknown. In between are the doors. Here are their people with their hands on that door handle to probe the unknown. Yvette would come up and stand on the stage with me, and she'd go, "Can you feel it? They're here already. They started already. They're here already." Bit awkward.
I used to love that show. I used to love that show so much.
You didn't do the Girls Aloud one, did you?
No, I didn't do the celebrity guy.
Right,
I just did.
okay.
But basically, Living, and they murdered it in the end. But Living did.
Yeah.
We did 3-night specials.
Yeah.
Then we did 5-night specials, and we ended up doing 8 nights on the bounce. And they wondered why the figures were down, because of course they were ghosted. But I went all over. I went to Turin. I went to Gettysburg.
Fantastic.
I went to San Jose in America.
Yeah.
Philadelphia, fantastic. Prague, we did a ghost hunting.
As gigs go, man. Those are cracking gigs.
It was great. And also, the audience were interesting as well.
Yeah,
First one I did was down in Portsmouth,
Yeah.
and I've gone down for a meeting 10:30 in the morning. There's a queue outside the Theatre Royal, all free for tickets. I said, "You're keen?" He said, "I left Bolton at 2." And the guy wanted a photograph with me. And before he took his shirt off, and he turned around, he said, "I want to get my spirit guide in." He had an Indian dream catcher tattooed on his back.
Of course he did.
We keep in touch.
Paul, one night when you're up for it, come in. I know you do a 5-hour show anyway. 5 hour, 4 hour.
It just feels like 5 hours to the listeners.
You should come in one night early, and we'll have a chat about TV.
Well, I know you
stuff.
would talk about The Word as well, don't
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
The glory days, and Katie Puckrick was fantastic. As
we love Katie.
Yeah.
Whenever I'm away next week, but we'll come in one night and have a proper chat. If you can
rather
face
chat
it.
with Kath if you're doing the show next week, if you want me in as a guest.
Right, well we haven't got right. Okay, let's just go. Let's go to the ads. Thank you.
Talk Radio.
Join the
Al Rose.
Pick up your phone and Talk Radio.
We'll get you talking.
Hey, Philip Schofield here. We buy any car.com.
Oh, yeah, no,
reckon
come
you
in
could
one
find
night.
out
Well,
what
you
your
know
car's
each other,
worth
you
in
know, if
under
you can
60
fancy
seconds.
doing
I
longer.
know. I didn't believe it myself, so I timed it. And it's true. It actually took me only 53